Today now Wednesday, the 14th of January 2026. Hello and welcome to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Listen to me around the world on myepiconline.com, Choice FM and Radio Garden. My name is Usman Ibrahim. Now the Epic Morning Show, 2.5 hour long program. We divided into the first and second segment. First segment we go deal with the biggest issue of the day, and the second segment of the show, when at the media review, we go look at the biggest stories from yesterday. Of course, we get for deal with all things visa. We will get a conversation with Queen Lawrence, the consular officer at the U.S. Embassy in Freetown. We'll talk about the U.S. visa policy on Salone. Since the 1st of January this year, we see a full U.S. visa restriction on Sierra Leone imposed by the American President Donald Trump. Of course, he cites lots of reasons for the visa ban. We will look into all of that. All questions will be answered today here at the Epic Morning Show. Stay with us. And yes, remember this morning. Your situation today, not your final destination. Now, life, of course, every single day they test you. It will delay you. It will even disappoint you. But it not go ever defeat you unless you self decide to say you go give up. Now, wake up every single morning with purpose. Speak hope over your life, and do what you can and what you have, what you think you need for do for make everything better in your life in the near future. So we almost say small steps them where you take consistently will take you even further than big dreams we never acted upon. So continue persevering. Continue for do whatever you do for make your life better in the future. This is not the Epic Morning Show. Stay tuned.
Wish me well, I wish you well. Famous. If I dey pay everything for you, now for the pay everything for me too. If I dey pay it better for you, now for the pay it better for me too. As I dey wish you well, nobody wish me well. As I dey treat you nice, body that treat me nice, as I dey wish you good, but they don't wish me bad, and if you see me they pursue success, ain't nobody if you wish me well, wish me well,
AFCON 2025 gets brighter with 1xBet. Get together with your friends, place your bets, follow the matches, feel every moment. 1xBet brings the energy right
Epic
to
Radio.
you. Play on 1xBet.sl or in the app. Use promo code AFCONSL to get your 200% welcome bonus. The game won't
Epic
start
Radio.
without the official partner, 1xBet.
You don ready for win big money every single day? Epic Radio dey make am happen with bomba cash out. For
Epic
just
Radio.
10 years no more, you can enter the draw and win buy money straight inside your phone. No stress, no waste time. And na so you go take joy. Dial *799*2# and choose how much tickets you want from 1 to 10. Enter your orange money or Afri money pin and boom, now you that. You don't enter the draw. The more
Epic
tickets
Radio.
you buy, the higher chance you get for win. And the best part is that if they pick your number, the money will go straight inside your orange money or Afri money wallet. You don't even need for Canada station. So, what's you dey wait for? Dial *799*2# now and continue for listening to Epic Radio. If you na one of the lucky daily winners them. For more information, call we support center on this number yaso 032-300-033. Number
Epic
cash
Radio.
out, money dey flow. Powered by Masslink Limited. This not a purpose to whether under 18 law, so play responsibly. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. Here with Reginald Ojukutu Soya with the latest on our breaking news segment. Reginald, waiting the break, not the show this morning.
Thank you very much, Usman Ibrahim. Inside the breaking news highlight this morning, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, President Julius Maada Bio, first addressed the cabinet ministers on his speech we make New Year's Day. Now here is what the president has to say, posted it on his official social media handles them. It says, following my New Year's Day address as president, I held a strategic meeting with ministers and stakeholders to prioritize programs and activities for this year of action. My administration is committed to making progress that positively impact all Sierra Leoneans. So it seems as if the year of action not begin for takes on center stage, because the one way for implement the president's agenda or in ideology.
Absolutely.
Don't be
I
called
think if we
into
can
action.
clear to them, our president building his speech also say that this year will be a year of steady progress as we don't see Salon they grow in the economy that they grow over the past years.
And he also further for tell them say that excuses not go be allowed.
Yes.
Everybody supposed to give all for ensure say he achieve in goal for 2026.
Okay.
Now away from that one, the commissioner for the Anti-Corruption Commission, Francis Benkelfala, self don't confirm say he not in any camp for ahead of the Sierra Leone People's Party. Then flag bearer raise a lot of names and on coming, and then they say plenty of them they are link camp that he didn't have the Bima camp, but he don't talk say it basically not in a no camp. And if the need arise, if the president demand fit say they go for
they say in a more for President Bio boy.
Exactly. And all they say he has been groomed by the president, he don't be trained well. And if the need arises, then why not?
So yesterday I see a list of 100 most influential Africans of 2025, and I watched the pictures. Them all I see. I want to Sierra Leonean here. I see only Francis Benkelfala make out to the list. I mean, I think last year we get a couple of Sierra Leoneans them, and then the only Sierra Leonean this year we did na the list of 100 most influential Sierra Leoneans them of Africans them in the year 2025. I think it's a big achievement.
Yeah.
And yes, if you want for contest, I mean the floor is open for everybody, but just that the eligibility requirements them na the SLPP are more rigid.
And finally, the mayor of the municipality of Freetown, when Madam Yvonne Akisoya, don't say ready for denouncing British citizenship for Seka, ambition for contest as a flag bearer aspirant for the main opposition All People's Congress. Now, he say this is a program where they attend, and he say he willing for denounce that citizenship day and now fully focused. You know, see the constitution make it clearly that no individual we affiliate with two countries not be entitled for stand for president or other top offices.
The thing is, the office where they handle now, the mayor of Freetown, a very top office.
Yeah.
Why them be allow them? I don't know about say much of that, but I don't think say we forgot they allow. You think so? We forgot they allow dual citizens them for hold such a big public office as the mayor of Freetown. So over the last 7 to 8 years as mayor, she has been a dual citizen. I mean, nobody pay attention on those facts.
I think the clause clearly just state for members of parliament, president, and also maybe some of those things in mind the constitution they be reviewed. Some of those things will be looked into and added into the new constitution. This and more now we breaking news highlight this morning.
Thank you so much, Reginald Ojukutu Soya, for the latest on our breaking news. So yes, we'll get to conversation with the U.S. Consular Chief this morning for talk about all things visa, President Trump visa restriction on Sierra Leone. We start full visa suspension. We start the 1st of January this year. Stay tuned.
You can enter the draw and win buy money right inside your phone. No stress, no waste time. And now so you you go take join? Dial *799 *2# and choose how much tickets you want from 1 to 10. Enter your orange money or Afri money pin and boom, now you that. You don't enter the draw. The more tickets you buy, the higher chance you get for win. And the best part is that if they pick your number, the money will go straight inside your orange money or Afri money wallet. You don't even need for Canada station. So, what's you dey wait for? Dial *799 *2# now and continue for listening to Epic Radio. If you know one of the lucky daily winners then. For more information, call the support center on this number yaso 032 300 033. Number cash out, money dey flow. Powered by Masslink Limited. This not a purpose to whether under 18 so play responsibly. Terms and conditions apply.
Alright, welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. Now, since President Trump take over as the US President January the 20th of last year, it established the first list of countries them, restricted countries them from entering into US of 19. Now, that now be a proclamation 10949, we make June of 2025 last year. Now, December 2025, you also make another proclamation where double the list to 39 countries will be said it will be effective the 1st of January 2026. Now, the first proclamation will be made in June. President Trump restrict Sierra Leoneans them, partial visa ban on Sierra Leoneans them. Why be say so? It says Sierra Leoneans when they go to America, for tourism or business, they overstay. Even students them well above the average. So yes, President Trump they actually moved the sort of partial visa ban on Sierra Leone from that to a full visa restriction starting the 1st of January due to some issues then we say it gets problem with Salone. So yes, as of then, we've seen President Trump in administration don't reverse some visa restriction on some other countries like to make a stand. Those countries now don't get the same sort of similar visa policy compared to other countries who don't get visa restriction. So yes, this will affect thousands of homes, thousands of families them will depend on traveling to America for get the daily living or for survive in Sierra Leone. President Trump also kind of power, say he sort of put this tariff on sending monies from the US to Ifambulem na Salone. So it means say if you want to send money from America to Salone, before you not be able to pay tariff, President Trump imposed this tariff with kind of power inside 2025 last year. So how this visa policy go be reversed, just like we don't see for Ghana, for example. After constant contact with the Ghanaian authorities and the American partners them, they begin to foresee the visa policy, the visa restriction on Ghana be reversed. Why we not see the same happen in the Salone case? We will pose all of these questions to Queen Lawrence, the consular chief the U.S. Embassy in Freetown, for of course respond to these claims, respond to these concerns from Sierra Leoneans them since the full visa restriction come into force early this year. You did with the Epic Morning Show. Stay tuned.
Don't give me stone, no. You gotta show me love, oh, like I can show you too. I get the manpower, you know, send me na legal sula. I do use me sense and me regular. I'm out there sell getting formula, international, you know, send me na.
So maybe we can clear the conversation, they can continue. So we get for do parts. So English and Creole. So when talk to the consular chief, it gets for be in English. But if you could call inside the program, you can get for. I mean, you can just respond and raise your concerns in Creole. No problem in that. So Queen Lawrence is the consular chief at the U.S. Embassy in Freetown, Sierra Leone, representing the U.S. Department of State Bureaus of Consular Affairs in West Africa. Now, in his senior diplomatic role, Lawrence leads the consular section, which is responsible for administering a wide range of services, including issuing of visa, assisting U.S. citizens in Sierra Leone with passport services, emergency support, and other services. Now, he also is responsible for explaining and implementing U.S. immigration policies in Sierra Leone, as he also serves the public point of contact for official clarifications on consular practices and policy change. Good morning, Mr. Lawrence. Welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Mr. Lawrence, since last year, we've seen the partial visa ban on Sierra Leone. I mean, as of the 1st of January this year, Sierra Leoneans woke up to a full visa restriction imposed by President Donald Trump. I mean, why did that come to effect?
Sure. So as you noted, as of June, Sierra Leone was under a partial suspension, and as of January 1st, a full suspension has been implemented. There are a couple reasons for this. So we'll start with one that I think your listeners are most familiar with, which is overstaying of visas or visa misuse, okay? And we categorize that by looking at individuals who have traveled to the United States and may have stayed longer than they were permitted. That would be considered an overstay. And then in terms of misuse, unfortunately, individuals do go to the United States, travel, break the law while they're there, and that's another data point that is considered when looking at how visas are used. The other part that individuals may not know too much about is what we call document integrity, or the truthfulness of a document. Okay, and our ability to the U.S. Embassy's ability to verify the information on those documents, trust that those documents are good documents, is part of our consideration when evaluating potential travelers to the United States.
So were those the same issues raised by President Trump administration just last June when the partial visa ban was imposed?
Yes, they were. They were also mentioned in the presidential, the most recent presidential proclamation as well.
So since then, since June last year, I mean, there was 180 days for possible for a reversal of the ban after 180 days. I mean, the Sierra Leone government did not improve on those issues you raised.
So the U.S. government has worked very closely with the government of Sierra Leone on visa issues. We know that it is a top bilateral priority between the United States and Sierra Leone. We get asked about it every day. But not enough was done between June and December, as determined by the President of the United States, to meet the necessary requirements to move Sierra Leone off a partial restriction. It was actually the opposite. It moved to a full restriction. So we, the U.S. Embassy, stand ready, stand prepared to partner with the government of Sierra Leone, as we have done since June and prior to that, on this issue, and find ways of mutual interest where we could make some advancements.
Okay, Mr. Lawrence, I mean, back then in 2017, when the first sanction by President Trump was imposed on Sierra Leone, it was linked to, I mean, over 800 Sierra Leoneans who were detained in the U.S. and couldn't be deported back to Sierra Leone. I mean, has that number increased since then?
So I'm not aware of what the numbers are of individuals who may be detained in the United States, nationals of Sierra Leone. But what I can say is that the overstay rate, the rate of misuse, is still a problem. We tell our counterparts, one overstay is too many. One instance of misuse is too many. This is how serious the U.S. government takes visa use. And when we are engaging with the government of Sierra Leone, we make that point. We emphasize that point. So that's just the reality of where we're at the moment. But what I can say is unequivocally is that the U.S. Embassy remains open. We continue to conduct visa interviews, both non-immigrant visa and immigrant visa interviews. And other elements of the embassy continue to engage on important bilateral issues such as global health, trade and business, and regional security.
Okay. Mr. Lorenz, you mentioned there that you still do take interviews for non-immigrant and sort of interviews, but they cannot be granted visas. I mean, why grant interviews when you cannot issue the visa to the person to travel?
Sure. So consular operations are global operations. So that means that we, on the non-immigrant visa side, remain open to see individuals who are traveling, who are interested in traveling to the United States, who may not necessarily be from Sierra Leone, may not be nationals of Sierra Leone, but they have residency here in Sierra Leone. They live, they work. So we remain open to receive those individuals for appointments and for an evaluation of whether or not they have the purpose of travel that they say they do. In terms of immigrant visas, immigration is the immigration process is a long process. I think some of your listeners who may be going through the process can attest to that. There's a lot of hours, a lot of money that is invested in this, and because of that, we continue to offer appointments in order to assist applicants in assessing their application. Do they have the necessary documents? Do they qualify based on the relationship to the individual who is applying for them to come to the United States? While ultimately we cannot issue the visa because of the presidential proclamation, we can still
take interviews.
We still take interviews, and we can still provide guidance and advice and evaluation to applicants who may wish to pursue immigrant paths of immigration in the future.
Okay, another thing the Trump administration raised was Sierra Leone's past history of refusing to take back its deportees. So it happened in 2017. How many more cases have we had Sierra Leone refusing to take back its deported citizens?
So as consular chief, I don't work on deportation issues. But on the deportation topic, what I will say is this, and I'm going to tie a couple things together. I've mentioned a couple times now overstays. I've mentioned a few times that individuals who stay past a certain date in the United States, whether that be the validity of their visa or the time that the Customs and Border Patrol agent gives them to remain in the U.S., that's considered an overstay. That's considered visa misuse. Individuals who do that, individuals who may be in the United States right now overstaying their visa, open themselves up to arrest and deportation. So where I can't speak of the number of potential deportees from the United States back to Sierra Leone, what I can say is I know how you become a potential deportee, and that's by misusing your visa or breaking the law in the U.S.
And Sierra Leone has one of the highest rates in the world to have a full visa ban. Do you think Sierra Leone has one of the highest rates of visa overstays in the world?
I can't say whether or not Sierra Leone has one of the highest rates of overstay, but what I will say is one overstay is too many. This is information, these are behaviors that the U.S. government takes very seriously, that we have the ability to monitor, track, evaluate who's using their visa, who's properly using their visa, who may not be using their visa. And all of this information is fed back to Washington for policymakers to make decisions such as whether or not to move Sierra Leone from a full suspension to a partial suspension or partial suspension to full suspension.
And is that possible to move from the full visa ban now to a normal visa policy? Is it possible now? What can the Sierra Leone government do at this moment to reverse that visa ban?
So what I will say is this. We've seen it is possible to move from partial to full, okay? There are other countries around the world who have been who were on the partial suspension list and removed completely from that, and they no longer have restrictions. But these are these cases. Each one of these countries is looked at individually. Decisions are not made blanket. They're made on the individual country basis. So that is why the U.S. Embassy welcomes the opportunity to further partner with the government of Sierra Leone on this issue.
Okay, so let's talk about the split family case. Let's say a Sierra Leonean is married to an American citizen. So in an event wherein the Sierra Leonean woman married to an American citizen doesn't have a full, visa document in the US and is being forced to return back to Sierra Leone. Is there any sort of scenario wherein she can be granted some sort of visa waiver?
So let me try to make this more applicable to many more visa categories or immigrant visa categories. This is what I will say. If you are a national of Sierra Leone and you are in the United States on a non-immigrant visa, and that visa has expired, or after checking the I-9-4 online to see what your admit until date is, if those dates have passed, you are unlawfully in the United States. If you are on a non-immigrant visa and you have made attempts to remain in the United States as an immigrant, okay, you are unlawfully in the United States. You have been granted a temporary stay in the United States, a non-immigrant visa. If you have immigrant intent, if you intend to stay permanently in the United States, pursue a path to legal permanent residence and eventual naturalization, and you have done so on a non-immigrant visa, that is visa misuse. That is the best example. So you're talking about a national who is the spouse. Let me expand that a little bit more and say, if you are in the United States on a non-immigrant visa and that visa has expired, or you have stayed past your admit until date and you have the intention of remaining in the United States and immigrating, you cannot do that. You must depart the United States.
Okay, for clarity on this, let's say a Sierra Leonean has a visa issued to him or her. In 2024, a 5 years visa. Even with this full visa ban, that Sierra Leonean cannot travel to America.
So I'm happy to say that the U.S. Department of State, for visas that were issued prior to January 1st, okay, when the full suspension was enacted, those visas remain valid, assuming that the dates, again, the visa hasn't expired, the expiration date hasn't been met on the visa, those visas remain valid. And the department is not going to take away those visas or revoke those visas. But that document, having a visa in your passport, allows you to purchase a ticket, board a plane, and travel to the United States. Customs and Border Patrol, which is an element of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, makes the decision of whether or not someone with a visa can be permitted to the United States. So that decision is made when you, the individual with the visa, arrives at the airport and goes to see the passport control, Customs and Border Patrol agent.
Okay, so as of 2025, the U.S. fact sheet said that 35% of Sierra Leonean students overstayed their visas. Is this ban a punishment for the action of the few students who traveled to the U.S. to study, or does it reflect the failure of the Sierra Leone government to actually help in urging them to return back home?
So I don't think we would call it a punishment. Okay, the reason that the full suspension is in place, if you look at the language in the presidential proclamation, this is to ensure the safety and security of American citizens. This is to preserve America's national security. This is to preserve the integrity of U.S. borders, okay, and to preserve the integrity of the U.S. immigration process. So this is not a punishment. This is a step that the President of the United States has decided needed to be taken in order to preserve U.S. national security interests.
Okay, so when you talk about threats to national security, do you mean that Sierra Leoneans who overstay their visas in the USA are a threat to U.S. security?
Okay, so we need to know who is in the United States. Okay, and part of that, and I'm going to link a couple things here. We've talked about overstays. We've talked about document integrity. Okay, the United States, me as a consular officer, United States government, the U.S. Department of State, me as a consular officer, I am tasked with the responsibility of evaluating applicants of whether or not they have the intended purpose of travel, they qualify for that immigration benefit, okay? Part of that is identity checks, ensuring that the birth certificate matches the applicant that is applying for the passport or for the immigration benefit in front of me, for example. I need to make sure that the person who is reflected in the passport is the person in front of the window, or that person in front of me has the right to hold that passport, okay? When those processes, when we cannot verify documents, we have trouble verifying documents, when we don't have confidence that the documents are true and accurate and not fraudulent, okay? That opens us up, that makes our job of vetting individuals harder. And if those individuals travel to the United States, remain in the United States, under false identities, for example, then we don't know who is in the U.S. We don't know who, whether or not that person has the right to actually be there. So this is part of the larger sort of process of what we do in the consular section when evaluating applicants, but also connects to what is mentioned in the presidential proclamation and how this relates to U.S. national security interests.
You talk about losing confidence on Sierra Leonean documents. I mean, what has led the U.S., what factors have led the U.S. to lose confidence on the issuance of documents to people?
I don't think it's been one specific issue. Your listeners may be aware of an effort by the government of Sierra Leone to investigate individuals who may have service passports or official passports, diplomatic passports, who shouldn't have them. Okay, I think that is that's a clear example of something that we, the U.S. Embassy, is concerned about because we see applicants with official passports, service passports, diplomatic passports coming in and applying for visas for official travel to the United States. Right? If the government cannot ensure that that special category of passport is given to the individuals who have a right to it based on their position, based on their purpose of travel. That's something that we rightfully would be concerned about. But that's not the only issue. Okay, we see thousands of applicants every year. Okay. We have many instances where we have verified that documents are fraudulent. Instances where we have identity questions, questions about someone's identity. This is somewhat common in our work. And until we can see improvements made in those areas, I think that we are going to just have to report the facts, and the facts are that we still have confidence issues in documents.
Okay, since June of last year, when the first proclamation was made by President Trump, I mean, has the Sierra Leone government improved in any way its documentation processes?
So I will say that we are the U.S. Embassy is aware that the government of Sierra Leone has pursued efforts to modernize some documents. So specifically, we're aware of residency permits. So the ability to electronic document and apply electronically for residency permits. It's no longer done just by paper. So we're aware of that modernization effort. But what I will say is that we're open to suggestions. We're opening to partnering with the government of Sierra Leone on this issue. The U.S. government is large. We have a lot of expertise. We have a lot of resources. And anything that we can do to assist the government of Sierra Leone in improving its document integrity, for example, ultimately is within the interest of the United States. It's in the interest of preserving our U.S. national security interests, the integrity of our borders, and our immigration process.
All right. So I think Ghana was among the African countries that had the partial visa ban during the first proclamation. I mean, its government said due to, coordination, relations with the U.S. authorities, they were able to reverse the partial visa ban. I mean, are you aware of what Ghana did to reverse that visa ban, and Sierra Leone can do the same to achieve the same success?
I'm not aware. I'm the consular chief here in Sierra Leone, so I'm focused on operations here in Sierra Leone and engagement here in Sierra Leone. But what I will say is that this is not a one-size-fits-all approach. I think that the decisions, I know that the decisions to place countries on this list are done on an individual basis, and I wouldn't say that replicating, say, Ghana's approach would actually work or have the same impact here in Sierra Leone. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach. These decisions are made individually.
Okay, I think there's a 180 days clause wherein the U.S. Secretary of State has to return back to the U.S. President Donald Trump, I think, to talk about, possibilities of reversing the visa ban. What can the government of Sierra Leone do today that would reverse the visa ban?
So I will say, it's not for me to prescribe what the government of Sierra Leone can do to reverse the ban. But I will just restate my point, which is we're open to suggestions. We're open to partner with the government in this area. And we stand ready to have those discussions. I think those discussions have happened in various fora in the past. But we're always looking and interested in good ideas.
Again, due to your expertise on this field, what specific areas do you think, with regards to documentation processes, can Sierra Leone improve on to have a better chance of having this visa ban being reversed?
Let me take the focus off the government of Sierra Leone and let me maybe put this back on individuals who are listening who have valid visas, U.S. visas to the United States, individuals who maybe have family members in the United States on non-immigrant visas. I think what can be done by those individuals is adhering to U.S. law. Okay, so as I said earlier in the interview, if you are a national of Sierra Leone, you find yourself in the U.S. and you've overstayed your visa, you need to depart the United States. If you are a national of Sierra Leone, you are thinking about traveling to the United States, you have a valid visa. If you do travel, if you are permitted to the U.S. by Customs and Border Patrol, do not overstay your visa. Return when you are supposed to. Those individual acts, right, by individual visa holders, are something that collectively, when looked at again over time, that's where we're going to see that improvement. Is if the behavior, is if how the trend, the use of these visas improves. I think that's probably my message to your listeners: is use your visa well, return when you're supposed to.
Okay, Mr. Lawrence, should we be hopeful that very soon, or maybe in a few months, we'll have the visa ban reversed? Should we be hopeful as a country?
I don't have a crystal ball, and I'm not going to get out ahead of the U.S. president, but I will say that the U.S. Embassy stands ready to partner with the government of Sierra Leone.
Partner in what way?
Partner in the ways to lower the rate of visa misuse, overstays, and improve the integrity of their documentation.
Okay, have you ever had a scenario wherein a Chinese, or let's say a Dutch, go to the U.S. Embassy in Freetown, apply for visas into the U.S. using a Sierra Leonean passport?
I am aware of individuals who may have what we call dual nationality, so they may be nationals of China and nationals of Sierra Leone. I'm aware that there are applicants out there that exist like that. So we see dual nationals, every day.
Do you grant those people visas to the U.S.?
So it depends on on what passport they are applying on. Okay, so nationals of Sierra Leone, individuals applying with passports, Sierra Leonean passports, are subject to the full suspension.
I want to believe that, you have records of Sierra Leoneans who have traveled to the US, using your visa options, and then returned back to Sierra Leone. As of today, how many Sierra Leoneans are in the US illegally who had a valid visa but overstayed?
Sure. So I want to dispel a little bit of a rumor. While we do not track people, right? Track people's movements within the United States. We do have the ability to see when people enter and when people's exit are registered. That's the data that we use to determine whether or not an overstay has taken place. The number, I'm not going to give you a number because that number is not static, okay? It doesn't remain the same over time. It's changing every day. So this is what I will say. One case of visa misuse, one case of overstay is too many. And I can say confidently that Sierra Leone has more than one case.
Okay, when you say the number is not static at all, are you trying to say that, I mean, as the day progress, we have more Sierra Leoneans overstaying their visas in the US?
So I will say the number changes constantly.
It is increasing.
I can say that it changes, okay, because it's not constant, okay. Someone overstaying in the United States yesterday may have departed overnight. Someone may have traveled to the United States 6 months ago, and as of today, they remain in the United States and considered an overstay, considered visa misuse. So that would be a wash in that instance. You gain one, you lose one. Okay, so it's not a static number. It changes all the time. But as I've said, one case of visa misuse is too many, and Sierra Leone has more than one.
Okay, when the partial visa ban came into effect last year in June, I mean, the authorities here in Sierra Leone, the Foreign Affairs Minister said that they are in contact with the U.S. counterparts to have the visa ban reversed. I mean, how effective were those, communications when the partial visa ban was imposed?
Sure. Effective. So the relationship between the U.S. Embassy, between the U.S. government and Sierra Leone is strong. We have a really strong bilateral relationship. We wouldn't be able to accomplish the things that we've accomplished in partnership with Sierra Leone, whether that be global health, trade, business, regional security, if that relationship was not strong, if we didn't have trust. The area of visa misuse and just visas in general is an important bilateral issue. And it's one that is a little bit more complicated, a little bit more involved. But I think your listeners can have the confidence, or should have the confidence, that the U.S. Embassy engages with the government of Sierra Leone on this issue every day. Not a day goes by that we don't receive questions, points of clarification from our counterparts in the government of Sierra Leone. And as I said many times, the U.S. Embassy remains open for new and creative ways that we can partner on ensuring that the overstay rate does not continue to grow, that the integrity of the documents improves, because ultimately that is in the interest of Sierra Leone, and that's in the interest of the United States. Okay,
Mr. Lawrence, if you say Sierra Leone and America does have a very strong bilateral relationship, I mean, why would a borderly nation like America impose a full visa ban on its brother, Sierra Leone?
Sure. So the national security of the United States, the safety and security of American citizens is the number one priority of the president, number one priority of the U.S. government. And you can see that in a couple different ways. One way is what I do on a day-to-day basis here in Sierra Leone. My top priority every day is to assist American citizens, whether it's through routine services like passports, or if an American citizen passes away unexpectedly. Everything stops what I'm doing, and I focus on that American citizen. The same is true for the president and other elements of the executive branch. Protecting the security, the safety, the economic interests of Americans who reside in the United States. This is part of that. And where it's unfortunate to see the impact that such a full suspension has on nationals of Sierra Leone. I see it every day. I do those interviews. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we have to be concerned. The U.S. has to be concerned about its national security, and we don't apologize for that. The president, the U.S. Department of State, as a policy implementer, is going to do everything it can and in its power, and bring all of its resources to bear when it comes to protecting U.S. national security interests.
Okay, Mr. Lawrence, when you talk about national security, have we ever had a case wherein a Sierra Leonean who overstayed his visa in the U.S. was involved in some sort of crime into the U.S., causing instability in the U.S.?
So the example you use, it's not a specific example, I'm assuming. The example you use happens in the United States, and I will say it's not just by nationals of Sierra Leone; it's by other nationals as well. But the repercussions of that, the impact of that, is the same.
Will this in any way affect how much Americans can visit Sierra Leone on a yearly basis? I mean, do you think since last year, when the partial visa ban was imposed on Sierra Leone, we've had the number of Americans visiting Sierra Leone reduced?
I'm not aware of those numbers. You'd have to ask the governor of Sierra Leone.
All right. So let's go back to the main point here. I mean, all of us are concerned. What can the government do at this moment? What can we do in the long run? I mean, even if the visa ban was in fact reversed, how can Sierra Leone maintain that in the future we will not have a visa restriction on Sierra Leone nationals?
Sure. So I think the most helpful piece of advice I can give is to your listeners. Okay. So, listeners of the program should hold the government of Sierra Leone accountable, should let their government officials know how important this issue is to them and their families, and ask the government, pressure the government to make advancements in the areas of document integrity, as well as ensuring proper visa use. I think also for your listeners, if your listeners have visas, if your listeners have family, friends, neighbors with valid visas, amplify the message. Tell them how important it is that they use their visa appropriately. Tell them that how to check their admit until date online on their I-94 report. Okay. Everyone has, I think, a part to do in this. All Sierra Leoneans have a part to do. And I am confident that if that is done and everyone does their part, that hopefully we can make advancements in this area.
Okay, when the partial visa ban was imposed last June, the U.S. government, under the U.S. government's law, there was 180 days for a possible reversal of that partial visa ban. I mean, we saw President Trump moving Sierra Leone from a partial visa ban to a full visa ban on the 1st of January this year. Some will say the U.S. is losing more confidence on Sierra Leone's documentation processes.
So ultimately, the President of the United States is the decider in these decisions. All right, this came out through a presidential proclamation. And I think we can sort of read into the presidential proclamation, or we should take it at face value. Not enough was done. Not enough change was made on the overstay rate, and the president still has concerns about nationals of Sierra Leone and their ability to travel to the United States.
So the president, Donald Trump, is losing more confidence on Sierra Leone, you say?
I'm not going to speak for the president. I think the presidential proclamation speaks for itself. If Sierra Leone is included in that presidential proclamation, Sierra Leone was moved from a partial suspension to a full suspension. And I think that is the clearest indication on where this administration is on Sierra Leone's ability to properly use their visas.
Okay, Alimatu Kagbo on Facebook is saying, I mean, please, will the U.S. Embassy in Freetown continue to send immigrant visa interview letters, even though immigrant visas are being issued at this time?
Yes, so the U.S. Embassy remains open, the consular section remains open. We are continuing to conduct interviews, non-immigrant visa interviews, immigrant visa interviews, and as I said, we're always open 24/7 to assist U.S. citizens.
Usman is here, he's also saying on Facebook, saying, what about citizens that had already filed for their loved ones in Sierra Leone? Is it possible for them to grant a visa?
What I will say is that you will be contacted, if you haven't been already, with an appointment date, and I would encourage you to show up for that appointment. You've paid a lot of money. You've waited a long time, and I think it is within the interest of that applicant, the interest of their loved one. Come to the embassy, come see me, come have a conversation with me, let me look at your application, evaluate your application, and give you some feedback on that application.
Because he's also saying that he filed for his relatives in Freetown in Sierra Leone for over almost 2 years, so it's possible for them to be granted visas.
Under the full suspension, it is not possible for them to be granted visas at this time, but I would encourage that individual and that individual's family members to continue to pursue the process.
Mr. Lawrence, do we have a problem? I mean, do you think it is should I say, a stagnant or a deep problem we have with regards to our documentation processes? We have a huge problem in Sierra Leone, you think?
A huge problem. I'm not going to categorize it as a huge problem, but I'm going to say it is a problem. It's a concern of ours. It's an element of my work and my colleagues' work that takes place every day, are evaluating documents, assessing documents, detecting fraud. That's just what we do as consular officers. It's part of our job. So I can say that we have instances every day, and we're going to continue to do all that we can and put all the resources that we have to ensuring the integrity of the U.S. immigration process and that visas are used appropriately.
I mean, do we have, Mr. Lawrence, do we have a time frame after this full visa ban that it can be reviewed again? Is it the same 180 days?
I will say that the U.S. Embassy is obviously tracking this appropriately. We're implementing the presidential proclamation to the full extent. Excuse me, and that we'll be evaluating this. We evaluate this every day.
How about Sierra Leoneans who, I was asking you earlier, I mean, how about Sierra Leoneans whose visas are set to expire very soon? I mean, are there systems in place to make sure that there are improvements in repatriating them back home?
For individuals who find themselves in the U.S.?
Yeah, whose visas are almost to expire. I mean, how many, you think the percentage is high among Sierra Leoneans whose visas are about to expire in the U.S. at this moment?
The percentage, I can't call the percentage off the top of my head, but I think the important thing is to say that it is a responsibility of the visa holder to be aware of the validity of their visa, how long their visa is valid, how long their visa is good, and how long they've been permitted to stay in the United States. And if their visa has expired, if their admittance to date has passed, then they need to make arrangements to return to Sierra Leone immediately.
Mr. Lawrence, you think this visa ban in any way will affect the brotherly relationship, as you put it, between Sierra Leone and the U.S.?
The United States and Sierra Leone have a very close relationship. While I can't speak in detail about some of the areas of cooperation, I'm aware of them, and they are many. Regional security, global health, trade, and business. These are areas where the United States government is very excited to work with the government of Sierra Leone. Thinks that we have a lot of really good stories to tell, and have made a lot of improvements and advancements. But I will say generally, that all countries around the world, all bilateral relationships, have an issue, if not one issue, then a few, where countries, may not be on the same page. And what I will say is that that's just part of the game. That's just part of the nature of diplomacy around the world. To put a positive spin on it, the U.S. government does not shut itself off to further areas of collaboration, in this case with the government of Sierra Leone. And we remain open to hearing the suggestions of the government on areas that on ways we can improve visa use, document integrity, and ultimately preserve the integrity of the U.S. immigration process and U.S. national security interests.
Mr. Lawrence, one of the visa category which is also under the full visa ban is Sierra Leoneans who travel to the US, let's say for tourism. I mean, those people spend lots of money, I mean, paying for visas, for tickets to the US. I mean, also pay for hotel bookings, and so they spend lots of money upon their visits to the United States. I mean, are you not concerned? Is the US not concerned of how much it will be losing? It stands to lose with a full visa ban on Sierra Leoneans.
So there's no question that tourism and tourism revenue is important to the U.S. economy. But what the president has said, what the proclamation says, is that above tourism revenue, we have to have secure borders. We have to have strong national security. We have to keep Americans safe. So yes, where there would be a potential impact on tourism revenue, I will say that tourism revenue, money, can't come at the expense of the safety and security of American citizens.
So it's the same scenario, the same case for Sierra Leoneans who have business in the United States, but who cannot travel, who cannot go back to their businesses in the US. That's the same case for them.
It is the same case, yes.
How about, I mean, there are tickets being sold for the World Cup. The SLFA, Football Association in Sierra Leone, is selling tickets to people to go to the US to watch the World Cup, which is set to kickstart very soon. I mean, under this full visa ban, are Sierra Leoneans eligible to go to the US and watch the World Cup?
So as of right now, there are very limited exceptions for individuals who qualify for non-immigrant visas to the United States. The World Cup, is coming up, and we're aware of that. At this time, those individuals who may be looking to purchase tickets, traveling to the United States, and be nationals of Sierra Leone, would not be permitted to travel to the United States for the World Cup.
So Sierra Leoneans should not even make the attempt to buy tickets for the World Cup, you say?
I'm not saying that they shouldn't make the attempt. I mean, that's a personal decision, but I will say that at this time, the full suspension dictates that nationals of Sierra Leone will not be granted non-immigrant visas.
All right, you still there with the Epic Morning Show. Now, here's the thing: where you go call inside the program, you can just speak, you can just talk Pancreo, no problem. I mean, Mr. Lorenz could try hard for understand what's in the talk. So 079994993 after the short break. Stay tuned.
Hey Maria, I see say you give small Max soft drink back. You know say it gets so sugar, eh?
I know, but he asked for fending where he like. Wetin again I go able give?
You don't try Sierra juice. Now you know how me they give me picking them. You no get better sugar or you compare them to the other juice. In fact, na natural thing them they use for make them. We flop with thing them where they nourish the body, and that's the help for make picking grow fine.
Talk true. I glad if you hear this so, but na the body no more is good for, or is sweet na mouth?
Me sister, is sweet. Make I tell you the best part. Sierra juice they support with local economy as na Salonia and they get all the things them where they use to make the juice. It better for we picking them and we come free.
Wow, I know we know all this. At the beginning, Max Sierra juice want them. Also, I go able know more about them.
Now for check the research lab, they don't do all their studies for pack 'em up. Sierra juice na the smart and healthy choice for we picking them.
For more information, call 077 600 000. Sierra juice, the taste of Salone.
You don't ready for win big money every single day? Epic Radio they make them happen with bomba cash out. For just 10 millions no more, you can enter the draw and win 5 money right inside your phone. No stress, no waste time. And now so you go take joy. Dial *799*2# and choose how much tickets you want. From 1 to 10. Enter your orange money or Afri money pin. And boom, now you that. You don't enter the draw. The more tickets you buy, the higher chance you get for win. And the best part is that if they pick your number, the money that goes straight inside your orange money or Afri money wallet. You don't even need for Canada station.
Epic
So,
Radio.
what you dey wait for? Dial star 799 star 2 hash now and continue for listening to Epic Radio. If you na one of the lucky daily winners them. For more information, call we support center on this number yaso 032-300-033. Number cash out, money dey flow, powered by Masslink Limited. This not a purpose to whether under 18 or so, play responsibly. Terms and conditions apply.
With the look for best betting experience, register with 1xBet today and enjoy when you register with 1xBet. I say, then go give you 200% bonus by your first deposit. And when you complete your registration, side day, we then go ask you for put your official promo code. Just put AMS 232. 1xBet, try get on your phone. 1xBet get fine game them, like casino game, card game, and they all get sober winning. They get football, basketball, tennis, and boku other one them with live updates. Register with your phone and make sure say you register with valid ID card. And when you done your registration, screenshot them for Bambai. You can withdraw and deposit with Colats, with Orange Money, Afri Money, 1xBet Cash, Mastercard, or Visa Card. 1xBet, they sponsor La Liga, Serie A, League One, Confederation of African Football, and a partnership with FC Cologne. That not done, then get them brand ambassador them like Yemata, the Laughing Matter, Crack Twist and Zamza, Robino the comedian, and plenty other one them. 1xBet, play on today, forget you're winning. And not forget to bet responsibly. The office in Lumley Beach Road by Empire Night Club. But if you're not able to reach there, call on a telephone number 076 100 338 or 078 206 171. 1xBet, I'll win you this week.
Alright, welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Listen to we around the world on myepiconline.com, Choice FM and Radio Garden 079-994-993. Hello, good morning. You never know where you call from. The Lion, go ahead.
Ambassador, and if somebody don't go under, you don't get the inner Sierra Leonean, but you don't get under, you don't get nationality, you don't get the British American passport. So only one that will get the American passport when a Sierra Leonean. Then said that the first them or waiting. Then I want for you waiting at the hill. Country where no demand to the president where any country gets. If you not dance to America train, if you get mineral or you get anything, you're not able to give them because then I look at say America then are your interest. Any side way now they your interest and they your separate interest, they're ready for anything. You know they work with them.
Okay.
They're ready for police, terror or this. I want to know which are the aim or what is in the defense for democracy.
Okay.
Because they say they come with democracy. Waiting at the end where they defend democracy.
Okay.
Because they say they come with
The Lion,
democracy.
thank you.
They defend for democracy for people. And you know, watch look like a we look like the Southern and go pull up president. Now democracy will not defend.
All right.
On the defense for the people and oil or the mineral land. Don't make other thing. But thank you very much.
We want to establish the views of our listeners and not the views of Epic Radio. 079-994-993. Our call inside the program today. We get a conversation with the consular officer of the U.S. Embassy in Freetown. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. I'm calling from somewhere in Freetown and I choose to stay anonymous. I have two questions. Firstly, I just want to ask if somebody's visa with a valid visa expiring within 2 months and then that person wants to travel for a family occasion, but he or she will be back before the visa expires. Will that person be accepted to travel or will she be granted entry? That's one. Secondly, if an individual is given a fiancé visa, I think fiancé visa is usually 3 months, I'm not sure. So usually they say the fiancé visa, the person should get married to his or an American spouse within the validity period. So if the person does not get married within the visa period, he or she should exit the US, right? And then what if the person gets married to his or her a partner, American partner, and then the visa gets expired? So what should the person do now that the status has changed and with the during the fiancé visa, he or she
All
get
right.
married, and then what should that person do? Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So, all that's able for speak English, please speak English. So, Mr. Lorenz will understand. 079 call inside the show today. A conversation with the U.S. Council of Visa in Freetown. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Abakar from Thomas.
Bakar, go ahead.
The question I want to ask, we ambassador or we brother and the studio in the American man. Really want for most of the problem starts because we make for understand the 2023 election, the ambassador will be here. To talk everything about that election. At the same time, His Excellency the President go to America and talk to America intervene into the election. Not Sierra Leone. Then we see the America, now they stand, now they spend the money and this tripartite to all them here. So we want to know, them give to me because the ambassador says so many problems there. So we want to know if this problem here is in this part, again inside the MCC, now the implementation and actionable of the tripartite will make this money come naturally. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Lorenz, Mystic Dwazak on Facebook has commented saying, apart from the recent suspension issues, the issue of visa denial has been very discouraging. The U.S. Embassy in Freetown has been massively denying Sierra Leoneans, which many consider as money making. He said that prior to the partial visa ban and the full visa ban, out of 50 applicants, 40 will be denied visas, even though they meet all the requirements. And this is not the case for U.S. embassies in neighborhood countries like Guinea and Liberia. Okay, I'll give you time to respond to that very soon. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Your name and side you call from?
This is Anamta calling from the central part of Freetown.
Anamta, go ahead.
Thanks very much, Mr. Ambassador. I want to thank you for coming this morning. I have two questions. One, there's a lot of misinformation going on because of banning Sierra Leone on these visas. Please, I want you to put the record straight for us. That's number one. Number two, I want to know the fate of our brothers and sisters because I heard that Donald Trump is going to review green card holders who have been in America, I think, 20 years or more. So I want to know their faith because it's worrisome for some of us in Sierra Leone listening to Donald Trump saying he's going to review green card holders. So what is going to be their faith? That's my question. Thank you.
Alamta, thank you. 079-994-993. Call inside the show today. We'll get a conversation with the U.S. Council of Visa at the U.S. Embassy in Freetown on all issues visa. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You name and inside the call from?
This is Ali calling from Congo Cross.
All right, go ahead.
There's two questions for the consular officer. One, when you look at the current visa ban on Australia, and you take it across the sub-region for Liberia, Ghana, Nigeria, if you look at the visa overstay rates, those countries have more than Australia. What was the main reason for the visa ban to be imposed? One. Two, relating to immigrant-based visas, the last time I heard the consular officer said in one of the radio stations that immigrant visas can still go for processing. But if you go to UC's website, they say there's a ban and all benefits relating to Australians are on hold.
Okay.
So what's the status for EB2, NIW, EB1A visa, immigrant applicants?
Thank you.
Whose application have gone through UCs and they are waiting for visa appointment.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
079-994-993. Call inside the show today. A conversation with the U.S. Council of Visa at the U.S. Embassy in Freetown. He's not the ambassador, by the way, so we need to make that clarification there. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You name and inside the call from?
Yeah, I am Lawrence. Panel, your friend there is my namesake.
All right. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. I just want to clarification. I want to know why the US is placing a travel ban on Sierra Leone. Because I'm sorry, I didn't get the first part of your interview with the embassy. You know. So I don't want him to clarify why the ban on Sierra Leone from Sierra Leone. That's just what I want to know.
All
right. Hi for me. Thank you so much, brother.
079-994-993. Call inside the program today. We talk all things visa with the Council of Visa at the US Embassy in Freetown. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You name inside the call from?
Yes, this is Mohammed. I'm actually driving to work. For reasons we don't know why we ban, I'm not sure it is quite clear. And we know, and I believe what they are doing is best in their interest. Because as he rightly mentioned, putting their citizen safety first. But now those that are suffering are the masses here. People that doesn't know what may have caused the ban.
Okay.
And we really need to know the reason. And then also I want to ask if for any reason someone has a conference to attend or a presentation to deliver in the US, is that possible for that person to get a visa to attend to that function? Thank you.
Okay, 079-994-993. Make all the clarifications while we still get the Council of Visa with we here in the studios on the visa policy on Sierra Leone. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
You name inside the call from?
All
right, go ahead.
Yes, my sister get visa, but I want honor the visa because I don't say get them. But because I not believe well, I'm big woman. If you don't go first, you don't come. But this now get now, it not been good at all. So it won't go. Now big too. So one know if you enter or you don't enter because in that woman, you know, they go crazy. For just go and go visit in Pikin and come back.
All right. 079-994-993. Call inside the program today. Everything visa. Pose your questions them to the Council Office and at the Embassy in Freetown. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Name inside the call from?
Yeah, Abuloko from Central Media One.
Abuloko, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Yeah, I really want to ask the consul guy there. What are some of the things that led to this visa ban to Sierra Leone? Because there are lots of misinformation about this visa ban. You know, so that is my question. I want him to really clarify for us as a Sierra Leoneans. You know, we want to know the main reason why this visa ban. Thank you, sir.
079-994-993. Call inside the show today. We'll get a conversation with the U.S. Council Office and the U.S. Embassy in Freetown on all things visa. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
You name inside the call from?
Noah from History.
Noah, go ahead.
I'm part of the gentleman because in the station. To be very frank, Mr. Consul, under President Trump administration, the American government is getting a very negative popularity globally and too much administrative confusion as well in the White House. I hope people can take note.
Okay, thank you so much. Big wins, of course, they happen every day on Epic Radio with Bomber Cash Out. Just 10 leons will give you the chance for win real cash instantly. Just dial *799*2#, choose the ticket and enter your Orange Money or Free Money PIN, and then you at the draw. If you win, the money will go straight to your mobile money wallet. No need for come na Epic Radio, you can collect the money. Bomber Cash Out, money the flow. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
You name inside the call from?
I'm not Joseph.
I dey call around Central.
All right. Make contribution.
Yeah. I get my brother. We go for medical. Then tell and say they not go able for doing medical because eh, they don't pose a ban on Salon national citizens. Then get an interview on the 20th of this month, when next week Tuesday. So I want the consul officer for tell we waiting for do.
Mr. Lawrence, as you can see, lots of calls are still coming in. I mean, people are concerned. I mean, just you can only imagine. I mean, how Sierra Leoneans see the United States. Calls are still coming in. I'll give you time to respond to all of these concerns from Sierra Leoneans very soon. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, man, this is a bomb.
All right,
Yeah.
Bumper, go ahead.
Yeah, where?
Bumper? Bumper, please call back. We get difficulties with the line. 079-994-993. Two more calls and wrap up the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Your name and where you call from?
My name is John.
All right,
So
go
I
ahead.
just want to understand because when
Wow. One last call and wrap up the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, my brother, how are you, sir? Suleiman.
Suleiman, go ahead. Long time.
I want to ask me, you guest, this power within they use in the dunya for the benefit, if it go last ever, in the world, anything go.
All right. Mr. Lawrence, please respond to some of these concerns. I want to establish to you that the views from our listeners, they are not the view of Epic Radio, so we have to make that clarification. You can go ahead.
Sure. Yeah. So I'm grateful for the callers to pose their questions, talk about the issues that are concerned to them, and get the opportunity to answer their questions. So let me zoom out a little bit and just address the callers as a group. I conduct interviews every day. I see firsthand the impact that visas, the ability to travel to the United States, whether for non-immigrant purposes or immigration purposes, has. I see that impact that it has on the lives of people every day. And I know that that there are many people out there who are disappointed. But as I've said earlier in the interview, this is the prerogative and the priority of the President of the United States to preserve and protect the U.S. national security interests of the United States. For the caller who spoke about the fiancé visa, there is a limited time that an individual has if they're on a fiancé visa to get married. If they have not been married in that time, then they need to depart the United States. If any listener out there has a visa that is valid and they're here in Sierra Leone, that visa has not been revoked. Even if it is valid for, I think the caller said, 2 months. They have the ability to travel to the United States and apply for admission with a Customs and Border Patrol agent. In terms of the individual whose brother is traveling to the United States for medical, and I think he stated that he had an appointment, I would excuse me. I would encourage his brother to come to the embassy, show for the appointment, meet with a consular officer, and the consular officer can make the determination of whether or not the individual is qualified for the visa.
Okay, another concern raised by a comment I read to you from Facebook. A viewer was concerned, saying he claimed that even prior to the partial visa ban, the full visa ban on Sierra Leone, Sierra Leone had lots of Sierra Leoneans. I mean, the USA, even though they do have all the requirements to travel to the US, they were being denied access to the US, denied their visas.
Yeah, I think the comment sort of alluded to this being a money-making scheme for the U.S. Embassy, for the U.S. government. And I think that's a rumor that that I need to dispel. So, visa fees associated with getting a non-immigrant visa, acquiring an immigrant visa. Those fees are for the processing of the visa. Okay, so we are a fee for service. You pay for a fee, you get a service. That service is the interview. Paying a fee does not guarantee the issuance of the visa. And as consular officers, we go through a lot of training, both training in general on U.S. immigration law, but also training about the local context of what we operate in. And we have to pull all of that information together and make a determination as to whether or not an individual and their family members are qualified for the visa category which they seek. These are very difficult decisions. These are decisions that we have to make sometimes very fast and with limited information. But I am confident that the decisions of myself and the other officers, we make the decisions that we need to based on the requirements, and we don't do so to make money. The government is not making money. We are giving someone a service because they paid for that service.
Okay, Mr. Lawrence, as we wrap up, I mean, how is it living in Sierra Leone? I mean, do you like it living in Sierra Leone, working in Sierra Leone?
I love it. So I've had the opportunity now to serve in a number of different posts. And I can say unequivocally that the welcome that I've received here by people of Sierra Leone has been incredible, very generous, kind, relaxed, laid back, and it's just been a great place to get to know. And I'm going to be here for a little bit, so I'm interested in learning a whole lot more and seeing what Sierra Leone has to offer.
As you are welcomed wholeheartedly by Sierra Leoneans.
Thank you.
Sierra Leoneans will want to also be welcomed by Americans in the US very soon.
Absolutely.
So I'll make you say this. I mean, in Creole, say mina salon bobo.
Mina salon bobo.
Okay, so send a shout out to our listeners. Say, continue listening to Epic Radio 99.3 FM for the most factual and balanced news.
Yeah, continue to listen to Epic Radio 99.3 FM for the most factual and balanced news.
Okay, let's go again. 99.3 FM.
Okay, 99. Okay, so continue to listen to Epic Radio 99.3 FM for the most accurate and balanced news.
Mr. Lawrence, thank you so much. He is Quinn Lawrence, consular officer at the U.S. Embassy in Freetown. I mean, we discussed a whole lot on everything visa, the U.S. visa policy on Sierra Leone, from the partial visa ban by President Trump in June last year to the full visa restriction which came into force on the 1st of January this year. Up next, we'll get sports, entertainment, and media review with Marion Precious George. My name is Usman Ibrahim. Take care.
Tell you what I see for your body, everything very sexy. Causing calamity, super sweet. Now money kill me, but you can come from me. My baby, shack, shack, shack. You got me falling in love. I love to keep us on cold. I got to let the world know.
morning for your midweek edition, and let's start off with the latest trending. We start off with the UFC, as we don't see Aman. We don't make a very strong statement, say they know if they are going to put me against him. That is Paddy Pimlet. He's going to lose, and the star is going to be gone. So now we'll see the wrestling arena don't they really take some different trajectory. We'll go bring you all the latest on that in the next update tomorrow. But let's go now to boxing, as Ituma and Franklin, them fights don't be postponed to the 28th due to Ituma in injury currently. But it's a fight that will definitely go down excuse me, that will definitely go down in 2026. Away from that, again to boxing, as Dalton Smith beyond smash Adam Azim for the bite, so no question again all day. So that they're going to be a rematch for Dalton Smith and Adam Azim, and this could be one of the big fights in the United Kingdom in 2026. So the Egyptian King Tyson Fury don't offer a comeback for fight against American contender Brandon Murray, and this could be the return fight for the Egyptian King as he wants to retain the heavyweight title. Away from that, we can down now as an inclusion don't be made again by the Sierra Leone Football Association, the executive committee, as Mr. Fode Anthony don't be indoctrinated back into the Sierra Leone Football Association Executive Committee as in the interim appointed chairman for the Eastern Region Football Association. Away from that, we bring to you match officials for the semi-finals of the Nations Cup between Nigeria and Morocco. But the first match could be between Senegal and Egypt at 5. So the man in charge for Nigeria and Morocco is the Ghanaian referee Daniel Nahi. Could be the center referee in all of the big fight between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and Morocco. Away from that, Manchester United former midfielder, former coach again, Michael Carrick, return as the interim manager for the rest of the season for the Red Devils. For this morning, all this will get for you inside Sports Updates.
Good morning and welcome to your midweek edition, of course, of the entertainment news here on the Epic Morning Show. So starting here with Pella and King Michi. Well, of course, just after the breakup with Javi, we see King Michi and Pella will be doing a Kata Efe in live stream. Well, after that one day, there was one or two words will be go on and King Michi become hard for Pella. I mean, she said all shot, but Pella never responded. After the fans, they don't drag now we see King Michi don't begin big because it's about time the fans they really show that Napella. And moving on, of course, it should speed receive a massive love inside Kenya as 1,000 of Kenyans leave their home for come welcome. Well, the brother still the Kenya and is still a tall. I must tell you, it don't meet the tallest man at the world, meet Tingy, and so many things still go on. So just yesterday, we did at the forest where they chill with the babu them. I mean, so many things is going on currently. Well, this now a picture of a cross session of the entertainment producers we meet with the Minister of Tourism, and according to Lord Mowina, the president say there be open door for them, and because of the unity where they already don't hold ban, this don't make a lot of things don't begin come their way. They said now not time for let them fight for waiting really supposed for BDS. In other news, King Tommy 001, of course, Kole Payu, yes. So he gets a new song where he called Kole You. And this song produced by J. Kim's Music. So we'll be expecting both audio and video to be dropping soon. Innocent, D-Mark, and ABM Hustle, Bless Me. So this is a new song dropping this 2026, the first single by D-Mark, and we'll be expecting it soon. Ambassador Caldenero and Base One. So Base One is here with the ambassador for a street banger. So according to Base One, say this one is just one for give the people they ask they about, for Shake the 2026. So the release date, of course, the January 17th. So let's watch out. And finally, this morning, Hinga the Venom, of course, don't drop a new one. They call this one Shake. Let's get into it. But don't forget, the Bomber Cash Out draw, they come. So now, Shake is here by Hinga the Venom.
This is Africa, music dinner, we feel like a cannula, make a teuna. Say I come from the east, I mean Kenema. Afro crazy rhythm, get for popular. Oh yeah, I can music is cheap, well. Move forward. From West Africa to the north, maybe just a shake, dying boy. Pretty women, I'm a door, yeah. Man, this rhythm does it all, man. Strictly for one to fall, man. See me, man, and now they call, man. We know the raise, not the con, them. See this big girl, just a call, man. Shake up, shake up, shake up, shake up, shake up, shake up, shake. See this baby, Becca, just the whining ways. DJ play with tutu party, make me feel like bad. So baby, shake up, shake up, shake up, shake up, shake up, shake. Shake up, shake up, shake up, shake up, shake up, shake up, shake. See this baby, Becca, just the whining ways. DJ play with tutu party, make me feel like bad. So baby, shake up, shake up, shake up, shake up, shake up, shake.
If you look for best betting experience, register with 1xBet today and enjoy when you register with 1xBet. I say, then go give you 200% bonus by your first deposit. And when you complete your registration, side day, we then go ask you for put your official promo code. Just put AMS 232. 1xBet. Try get on your phone. 1xBet get fine game them like casino game, card game, and they all get sober winning. They get football, basketball, tennis, and boku other one them with live updates. Register with your phone and make sure say you register with valid ID card. And when you done your registration, screenshot them for Bambai. You can withdraw and deposit with Colats, with Orange Money, Afri Money, 1xBet Cash, Mastercard, or Visa Card. 1xBet, they sponsor La Liga, Serie A, League One, Confederation of African Football, and a partnership with FC Cologne. That not done, then get them brand ambassador them like Yemata, the Laughing Matter, Crack Twist and Zamza, Robino the comedian, and plenty other one them. 1xBet, play on today, forget you're winning. And not forget to bet responsibly. The office in Lumley Beach Road by Empire Night Club. But if you're not able to reach there, call on a telephone number 076 100 338 or 078 206 171. 1xBet, I'll win you this week.
All right, welcome back to the program. Well, like I tell you, say when we come back, of course, it's about that time. So it's morning already, and your chef is here. Well, for you, would meet me for the first time, Mina, Chef Zadi. I'm here with the Bomber Cash Out draw, and Fambulem members say the only way you will be part of the draw is when you keep using the code *799*2# and make sure, don't forget, to always put the number of tickets where you want for play. And if the Afri money they use, Afri money go ask you for your password, then you can know so you don't enter the door. If you're not orange, then after the *799*2# and the number of tickets, when you press, you get the OK, you will come back and press *144#. So you will put your orange money password, then you will able the inside the door. Well, one for joint Marion Precious Church, of course, we go be in charge for able to give you first winner this morning. A member say if you miss this draw, then we go do one back before the end of the show, or you will join me at 4 on the drive time. For now, let's go over to Marion, and of course let's get very first winner this morning.
Of course.
Yes, who that go join me in our kitchen?
Chef Zadi.
Let's see who that go join me in our kitchen this morning.
Yes, we're going for know that will be the lucky winner the first 500 millions this morning. The number them they roll right now for the benefit of people where they watch we through Facebook, and we're about to select the first winner. So let's go. Okay. We already get the first winner, and anything from now we'll talk to them on the phone for
because the money
how
phone now.
I feel about winning the 500 loans this morning, and waiting to go do with the money. And I'm most tickets so far a buy, and we lead them to winning this particular morning this morning. But Bombaka shout Chef Zadi. A lot of people don't talk about even in Nami area. A lot of people they ask me,
so the popularity,
teach me how for do this of the
that's not the call why I don't they get like every day. I go for go to tell people I'm okay na this, and I just let the momentum at least way it don't they gain, because the fact that people order the testimony them say I don't receive my money they write on my phone. That alone they tell people and say, oh, so this thing not to lie or not to fake, you understand? And Fambulem, for you where maybe sometime you know sabi, no afraid for reach out. All the time, just reach out, Naya, and of course we will always give you. Now make every day work come in the morning. I go make sure I tell you say, if you get your Afri money or orange money, all you need for do, always use the *799*2#, and of course, you know how they happen.
Yeah, you go straight to the draw.
Yes.
And the more tickets you buy, the
more chance you get for win.
You know, so buy as much tickets as you can. From 1 to 10, you can buy straight off.
Boom.
And some people are so lucky for buy
1 10 or more, then
and they win. But for make you get the greater chance for win,
the more you play, the more
play
chance
more,
you get.
buy more tickets. The phone they ring now, and anything from now, if the person pick, we go talk to
if not pick them, pass maybe sometime. We go try and back before the show they come, so and then maybe sometime on the second draw we go try for call and back. So we go get one more chance before we left them finally. So if you not pick now, then we will call them when we want to do the second draw. But you will listen the code now *799*2#, *799*2#. Put the number of tickets where you want for play and send them. And as soon as you send them, Afri Money go ask you for your Afri Money password. And please, for orange, you need to come back and press *144#. So you go put your orange password. Only there you gonna say you don't enter for the draw. Fambul, this one na quick one, na instant money. Play 10 loans and you get 500 loans. That's it.
Yes, and the person still not the pick, so we not go waste any more time.
Anyway, Fambul, of course, I go left you now. Before I go, just know say if you miss this tour, stay tuned at the end of this show. Yes, we go do the next tour, and if you miss totally, then at 4 on the drive time today, we'll get another draw. We go come up, but all you need for do keep using the code *799*2#. Me, na Chef Zadi, the sign out.
I hope that our visitors would listen to this song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press. Bad things are blown out of proportion and spread all around. But the good things of the island they will never mention. Like our scholars have sit and passed every test. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. You know our music is rated amongst the best. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. But if a man steal a mango or breeze blow up a woman dress, bet your life we making headline in the foreign press. True, true. Lamba bombeba, lamba doba, lamba de la de la, tila loba. Jabba, Dilana. We had a little riot in
Oprah Winfrey once said the biggest adventure you can take na for live the life of your dreams. Hello and welcome to the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, where they come to you on 99.3 FM, Radio Garden, Facebook, and you can also view the show through the website at myepiconline.com. Mina, your host, Marion Precious George. And inside the show this morning, Alhaji Musa Tarawali don't call on President's Bureau for caution, First Lady. Waiting do, we go discuss inside the show. And pump attendant, no loss in life inside one armed shooting na SS Lodge fuel station inside McKinney. And as well, Chadi don't say the country judicial system they face mounting criticism for failing for deliver timely justice. All of the stories plus the review of various newspapers they inside the show this morning. And for join me discuss them issue so I get inside the studio Reginald Brian Ojukutu Soya. Good morning, Reggie.
Good morning, Marion Precious George. Good morning to listeners and also viewers on Facebook.
Okay, we also expect forget Alhaji Aruna Sani, news editor, Concord Times newspaper, inside the show this morning. But quickly, make we take stories reported on the front pages of various newspapers. And for that, may first take na the Alco newspaper. Top story reads Sierra Leone bet on reggae festival funds to seed Creative Village Hub. Another story ongoing, outgoing Orange Sierra Leone CEO bids farewell to President Bio, assures continued strong partnership with government. And war survivors seek reparation as NGOs fill healthcare gaps. Another story reported Sierra Leone Chief Justice makes surprise court visits to enforce punctuality. Finally, drug fight shows results with release of 40 rehabilitated users. All of the stories and more you will get now the Alco newspaper this morning.
Away from the Alco newspaper, me own first take here now the Premier News newspaper publication this morning. Top story reads human trafficking conviction remains low. And we also get Honorable Musa Tarawali support development loan initiative in Falaba district. Sliba urges action against devastating fires at partner radio station. I also get outgoing Orange CEO bid farewell. Introduce successor to President Bio. SLP trained female officer in peacekeeping operation. Slabot launch tourism and hospitality. And finally, Chief Justice pays surprise visit to Pademba Road Magistrate Court. All of them stories as well and more than a Premier News newspaper this morning.
Away from that, I take the Concord Times newspaper. Top story, Gambia High Commission faces labor disputes over unpaid end of service benefits. And also VP Jules Dejalo, Ghana's Vice President, reaffirms strong ties. Ghana High Commission facilitates Trans-Africa tourism and unity campaign in Freetown. And as well, outgoing Orange Sierra Leone CEO bids farewell to President Bio. And finally, audits decried delay in payments for unfinished Lumley Government Hospital. All of those stories and more you go get now the Concord Times newspaper.
Away from the Concord Times newspaper, I get the Independent Observer's newspaper in front of me. And top story reads as APC prepares for lower level elections. Don't use our youth as thugs. Mile 91 plead for peace. There's a photo there of Ambassador Fode Usman Yansane, who is the acting chairperson for the APC. Another story is Mile 91 anti-drugs fight. Resident hails Magistrate Harold Kamara. Paulo requests for freedom, a gripping tale of power, resistance and redemption. We also get outgoing Orange SL CEO bids farewell to President Bio. A photo there of the outgoing Orange CEO Sikoba and also the new CEO, and also a photo there of His Excellency the President, retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio. And then we have Mr. President, Can We Talk? This time part 3, 1, 2. All and more, the Independent Observers this morning.
And away from that, I take the Satellite newspaper. A very big banner headline read as lawlessness takes over land ownership, massive encroachment at Aberdeen. Is Lebanese businessman Maki above the law? That's a question asked. And also outgoing Orange SL CEO bids farewell to President Bio. On nautical chart survey in Salon operation at Waterkey have significantly increased, SLPHA boss tells British official. I'll go over this again. They say on nautical chart surveys in Salon operations at Waterkey have significantly increased, SLPHA boss tells British officials. And finally, German partners celebrate needy children. All of those stories and more you go get now the Satellite newspaper publication this morning. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and we deal with a range of issues this morning. As I make mention, we now get inside the studio Alhaji Haruna Sani, in the news editor for the Concord Times newspaper. Good morning and welcome to the show, Alhaji.
Yeah, good morning, listeners and viewers.
Okay, and welcome, Happy New Year.
Yeah.
So since the start of the year,
many happy returns.
My first attempt this for calm.
Oh yes.
Since the start of the year.
Sure.
Okay.
And I'm happy for being here.
Thank you. Yeah. And we straight off the look at we first story inside the show. We get for do it. One pump attendant we lost in life inside one armed shooting na SS Lodge fuel station na Makeni, and police na the Panlap Division Bombali district don't launch a manhunt following fatal shooting of a fuel pump attendant na Makeni Kamakwe Highway. According to reports, this incident happened outside the fuel station. Na the fuel station outside the victim, where they identify as Antonius Kagbo, gets for face this untimely death. According to Sergeant John Abbas Kamara, where na the media officer for the Northeast region, the alleged shooter, you say, he fled the scene immediately after the incident, and then still they look for him. And also, police they then transport the body to the Makeni Regional Government Hospital for post-mortem examination, where then say for be take place at the time of this report. And according to them, this particular issue, spark on immediate unrest. Now that particular place they inside Makeni, you saw a lot of people them be go on a rampage regarding this particular issue so far. But for giving more information about how police investigation don't they unfold regarding this particular incident, we go get on the phone Sergeant John Abbas Kamara, we now the head of media for the Sierra Leone Police Northeast region, where go give more information about those particular incidents and for no waiting lead to this particular shooting, and if they don't get any information so far about the person maybe they at large way shoot, and if they be able to foresee any CCTV camera along or around this particular fuel station outside this incident happened. And again, waiting lead to the incident. These are some of the questions we go ask inside the show this morning regarding this particular incident. We claim the life of a fuel attendant na SS Lodge fuel station inside Makeni. So while we wait for this particular call, where you see this news in the first place, how you feel about Alhaji?
Yeah, just like this very sad news, and I think the death of, especially the untimely death of every Sierra Leonean, for be worrisome to every good citizen.
Yes, I'll come back to you. Or we don't get on the phone Sergeant John Abbas Kamara, head of media for the Saloon Police Northeast region. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, I just don't lay the premises on this particular issue and the investigation we want to carry out. But to start for tell me about waiting on I don't find out as to waiting lead to this particular shooting we claim the life of this field attendant.
Well, the matter is under investigation, and it has to do with a two-way investigation where the Panlap Police Division and also the regional CID headquarters, they supervise to make sure that we know which are the root cause of this whole incident. And like accurately don't say already premises, this is a case where we can say an alleged robbery we, according to written police, rather than that, an unidentified individual, they say he allegedly dressed in a military camouflage, who say he be on board an unregistered motorbike, where them penetrate in this particular community, who say this police station there, where them call Warrior community, is off the mile from McKinney to that particular area. And the area situated along McKinney-Kamakwe Highway, who said the incident will happen on Monday the 12th of this month, 2026. Who said during the course of the incident, and one Anthony Escabo, the Air Force sustained a gunshot, who said he end up for lost life. So when police gather this information, they make sure they take the body from the scene, go left and the McKinney Government Hospital for medical findings, whilst the investigation they carry on.
Now, looking at pictures of the incidents on social media, it shows some kind of blood stain at various places, and including a bathroom. This begs the question of who side in particularly shoots this fuel pump attendant. Is it na where it be there on duty, or perhaps it be there na the restroom where he eventually lost in life?
Well, that's one particular time for able to ascertain where the shooting take place. We therefore just left on the hands of the investigators. But like I say, na case we critical, we police therefore take them for look into that one day. We say to see the photos, we see inside the bathroom, and that's of course the blood stain the happened. But you don't do a lot of mind from the general public regarding this particular incident. But the question when you ask now that we just therefore allow let the investigation go mount on like as police will take the lead now. After the entire findings will come back and inform the public.
So this particular possible loss in life now, be the only victim in this particular incident, or there were other victims as well?
Well, there are another, but the one not sustained injury when a female and individual for ran away. But this Anthony Escabo sustained this injury at the gunshot and he not be able. But not to them many, but some police they do the needful, like I said, they say. But we are though within this particular community here, there is a hostel so we owned by the University of McKinney, wherein they try for disclaim certain information where they come up from the so-called bloggers, where they say na the university the attack where then is a baseless information. Though the filling station is very close to the university hostels. But this one, you not get anything to do with the university. Though we don't see audios, videos, don't they go around people they claim say for their parents they would take them at the hostels. Where that one day is not true at all. We just want for the parents they will get them in a McKinney where they attend the University of McKinney and also where they at the hostels or make them towards the security say police don't put this in place or make sure say then they in a safer side.
Okay. Apart from the fact that you mentioned, say, now a robbery incident and other things, what are some of the key things them again where the police don't able for fair notes as part of the investigation?
Well, we see the particular place, despite the police station itself, but we see the building and damages the therefore take place within that particular area there. We are in glasses when they break them. But the root cause of this, who are those involved? We just therefore also incorporate the community people for let them come and support the police. Because if they just left the investigation at the side of the police without them come in or give us relevant information, we not go say we not go get away edge, but we will find it very difficult.
Like people will be there at the scene?
Yeah, whether you didn't at the scene or you didn't within that particular community, they can just come and provide information to the police. So yes, they get small knowledge. For there we come and see how we were able to pass this particular information and also how we were able to see how we were able to arrest the perpetrators and we involved.
Will be able to detect any camera around where perhaps people believe say go down able for detect the people who were involved in this incident?
Well, that therefore happened. This one is a million questions where the publicly ask because when we say visit the scene yesterday, we look at the building, then get a camera there, but like I tell you, when incidents happen, look at the traumatized of the individual, we just therefore allow for make them come in peace. Then police can do back the needful for see if there is a possibility there for make we go back to the cameras and retrieve the entire process, then we'll come back and tell the public.
How secure those cameras they at the moment when we not retrieve it, we not for retrieve it? For make people not tamper with them also.
Well, there are security personnel right now as I speak, where they monitor the entire process. The manager himself, then the hands of police, where he said to get 2-3 questions then for answers. Those also where they within themselves get 2-3 questions there for answers. Police officers are there now, where they manage security business and that particular area. They for let we able to see how the entire community will be safe and also conducive for people away in that particular community.
Finally, is this incident one-off or not something when they happen for the first time that particular area?
This is my very first time for where we get short incidents we happen in that community day, and not to see way normal for say like every month or another every year it happen. This is our very first time for get short incident in that particular community day. But like I tell you, we are doing fine for make sure so yes, we get people we involved for let themselves be able to bring them come to justice. But this also it will become a warning now for the general public they listen. They part of any military society, to soldier, to police, or for put on a military camouflage. We're not going to say the dress where they put it has to do with the military uniform. That's one also here for left another side of the investigation. But always the advice that if you are not belonging to a police and an institution, another a military institution, debate yourself or put on a military camouflage, or else you will do at your peril. Because we don't see many times people can bash at the security sector, say these are the people who can commit their offenses there. Sometimes these are not the police or neither these are not the military people, but because of people they in the habit of put on them camouflage there, that's why a strong message they go to the public. If you are not belonging to the police or to the military, off from using a military camouflage, or else you will face embarrassment in the near future. Okay,
thank you so much for talking to us this morning.
You're welcome.
Okay, in name na Sergeant John Abbas Kamara, we na the head of media for the Sierra Leone Police Northeast Region, but they give update about one fatal incident we happened na the SS Lodge Fuel Station McKinney, who say one fuel pump attendant may get for loss in life to a robbery incident as a state. I'll have a quick one as you make mention before we get a call.
Yeah, just like they say, when we lost a life, a loss to all Sierra Leonean, more so when a young person and untimely death. But just quickly, the interview we conduct with the police officer just now, it just kind of opened my mind again to some questions. One, this incident happened around 7 p.m. when a very early time than the 7 p.m. I don't know if actually this time we then giving at the actual right time, but for the incident like that happen, we then say an alleged robbery at 7 p.m. It gets a whole, it open room for too many questions. At 7, I think similar thing don't happen at Kenema, na a fuel station around Blama Road, where na robbery. The thing happened around 2 a.m. where they kill somebody also, with one of the security also, then kill him. But that be happen around 2 a.m. But this probably happen 7 p.m.
Okay.
Then I don't know waiting the police and see becoming not good at it. Maybe they see some physical damages where happen or what have you. I don't know. But then 7 p.m. for the robbery happen. I think that's a novelty in a salon. I never read that. Robbery can happen but at midnight, around 1 a.m., 2 p.m., and 2 a.m., 3 a.m., But this thing happened around 7 p.m.
So now you call for concern.
I call for concern. And again, we get the Small Arms Commission. I think this is not a thing for take light. The Small Arms Commission need for do some kind of their own independent investigation. Then can register gun then to individual then we can want for own gun. I think this time for let them go around that McKinney or the north, for collect or maybe recall guns then where they be done register to individual then check. And even the military and the police need for do the same. Then get people that they gig on the officers then. They need for recall then weapon then and do a check. For see sometimes not to actually the military person go do the incident, but maybe you get in errand boy where you go give weapons because of this malice or so. I don't, but this is open to investigation.
Okay.
As to whether na malice or na robbery in actual. Left with the police for later investigate and inform the public that.
Okay, we will continue for.
But the timing, na a very serious concern.
We will continue for follow up on the issue as Sierra Leone police say then still they on investigation, and whatever the investigation come out of the investigation will make the public know. Quick one, listen to the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. They go for a break. Where we'll come back. We continue.
Get ready for the ultimate hip-hop shutdown! Love Beach Grand Final! It will happen every Friday from December 5th, 2025 to January 17th, 2026. Now Freetown Amusement Park, formerly called Victoria Park. Come witness the hot talents of the grand finalists them. Like Vicky Chen.
Vicky Chen no gym, I got the best flow, so rest those. You all about it, got to the next round.
Sicko Dad.
I know this shit is burning inside of you. It's that win or lose, and I lose for you.
Zimash.
We are up another panic. I roll like Sonic, where I take over the place, but for one like pandemic.
Fifi.
But what shake small at the wap, they open gates, the shack attack me, bad they get it, heart attack, then watch me name and shot for blues.
Spiff happy.
Let's look the Mungu slave for Sabi not so fast, rap all the day less, and because I the shine man, they repeat say I pass with.
Joy Dizzy.
They're quick for loss like toothbrush, that's a water, but tell us say we don't need kata, potos kata.
Lucky.
3 sorry done. Gunshots no left mouth like Alemonion. No Usaya they go, but no Usaya come out.
An Inspector General.
Skits are like wish man in conference and talk all. Apply we get tickets in the line and call and talk all.
As they go set the stage on fire with electrifying performance them. Mark the dates them. December 12, December 19, December 26, and January 2nd. Entrance fee na just 40 leons per show. And that's a small money for the kind of experience we go last for lifetime. The beats go drop 8 p.m. sharp. All this go lead to the big awards night and Rap Rampage album launching on January 17, 2026. Rap Rampage go bring you full dose of music, energy, and culture we go shake the whole city. No miss am. This na the hottest rap battle for the year. Rap Rampage Grand Final. Grab your tickets, bring the hype, and make history together. Proudly brought to you by Orange and Orange Money.
Welcome back. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show on 99.3 FM on Facebook. Also, you go get me through we website at myepiconline.com and even Radio Garden. Still on the issue of the shooting we happened at Makeni. Reginald, you don't listen to the head of media na the Northeast region regarding how they don't go about investigation and waiting they don't find out so far. What's you take?
It is sad, devastating, and worrying. Nobody not deserve for losing life before the time we got actually marked for them. I consider this will be a matter we very, very much serious. I don't know if we don't actually treat the matter seriously, but this is a very serious matter. It was just yesterday we talk about an incident that occurred at Carlton Bokoti community. Osai allegedly murdered somebody, and again we are talking about this pump attendant that have been called to internal glory before time and all. So I think we expect the Sierra Leone police for up-playing game in terms of speeding the investigation, and no say cases like this can be very much complex. I really asked the police officer on the CCTV camera as to whether CCTV camera been there and all. And then, I mean, so all of those things and whatever possible means, and the Sierra Leone police are professional when it comes to dealing with cases like robbery, murders, and particularly they know and waiting for act. So I'm sure they will ask the right question, and whoever is involved, I talk about allegedly somebody will be involving a military camouflage and all. So this investigation therefore really go deep as to if now somebody wear military camouflage, if they get to capture outside pull would have been game, is he an active military officer, would have gotten the gun, all of those questions will have to come into play. But it's sad, it's worrying, and it's concerning. It shows that yes, one go on for saying Makeni, but Makeni is Sierra Leone. So if it's happening in McKinney, what would be the, again, chances for making it happen on the other side? So punitive measures they really get for be looked into this matter and see how we go for curtail and going forward, Mario.
Okay, away from that, we move to another topic inside the Campaign for Human Rights and Development International that raise alarm over what they describe as endemic problem within the judiciary, including corruption, poor record management, lack of transparency, and widespread delay in handling appeal stemming from the Commission of Inquiries. According to Chadi, the final COI reports they may submit them inside March 2020, but almost 5 years later, they say significant number of appeal them remain unresolved or poorly documented. According to them, they say the judicial backlog don't erode public confidence and cast doubt on the independence and efficiency of the Sierra Leone courts. And so despite directive issued inside September 2023 instructing judges for conclude all COI-related cases then by mid-October of the same year, they say compliance be very slow. They say frustration among litigants continue for grow as case them don't delinquish in the appeal and Supreme Courts. They say August 21, 2025, Chadi be invoke the Right to Access Information Act of 2013 for request update on COI case them between 2021 and 2025. Then say after several months of resistance, the judiciary eventually be submit partial record in December 2025 covering 108 cases across 3 appellate panels. Then say, however, they review troubling discrepancies as they say 38 cases filed when at 35% listed as no record and 3 incomplete record and different inaccuracies in case documentation. Then also make mention say the summary of judges provided show minimal progress inside 2025. So they say 2 appeal allow 1 dismissed, and 2024 3 appeal then be allow them then dismiss 1. 2023 again 5 appeal allowed then dismiss 4 and 1 dismiss for waiting for want of prosecution. They make several claims inside this. They also make mention say the judiciary failure for addressing the issue here. They say then go undermine the rule of law and diminish citizens' rights to timely justice. According to Abdul M. Fatoma, Chadi Chief Executive. This now, a report will come out from Chadi regarding waiting and described as the judiciary or the justice system where they say not timely and don't they make people, don't they ask several questions or, not believe in the justice system because of delay of justice all over these years, especially when it comes to the issue of the Commission of Inquiry, Alaji.
Yeah. This Commission of Inquiry, me specifically be the cover. I think I began my professional journalism during the Commission of Inquiry, 2018-2019. And then, it's a very serious concern because government spend huge sum of money for do this Commission of Inquiry, we involve billions of leons. And then all man be expecting maybe within 1 year or latest 2 years, we don't forget about this Commission of Inquiry. But rather unfortunate, it's 7 years on, we still get a huge gap. We say 38%, 38 case file, according to Chadi.
Yeah.
They're missing. We're not getting any information about them. But we say the whole thing begin. We begin 3 COI. We get in fact, the main one will not be Justice Biobele.
Yeah.
We be the cover the high-profile cases. I remember, when almost we'll be there at the end of in investigation, the report say the file, the computer will be the use and go TIFA. And see the computer lost. Even that come with a lot of allegation. Other people they say na set up, alleged set up, say, na paid and pay them for
that now after the COI,
during the course of the COI.
Okay.
That thing not even done, we will be there almost at the end. That been very unfortunate. But then the justice begin confidence say it go recover back then cases then. But then since then, and I get most of the high profile cases then. But then since then, after that, we're not able to look at the kind of snail pace at which the cases they go. This is not injustice to Sierra Leoneans because now we taxpayers' body they use for pay them and then judges then we come for do this investigation.
Huge amount of money.
Huge amount of money. And up till now, we're not able to get the kind of results we expect. It's really unfortunate.
Okay.
It's unfortunate.
Yes, Reginald, what do you think about Chadi, this the statement, owing to the fact that a lot of people, because this don't take time, don't shift their minds away from the issues of the Commission of Inquiry. Not until now, we perhaps Chadi bring them up and say several things we don't happen the justice system regarding the COI.
Thank you very much. Something that I consider and ask myself a question as to was the COI really significant? Because this is not something who spend a lot of money per. You see, Salon even carry with foreign judges them from other country for come and help. Waiting actually able for achieve from the Commission of Inquiry. After the judges they wait and carry it, don't do their work and they left the recommendation. What have we done with those recommendations? Are they just being there on paper? Because if my yard is about Salon day, anytime I go on meeting or something they are not even get idea on something because Salon man we get one quality always can say noted. As Salon man say noted, so just know so you don't talk that thing then they left, you need to touch again.
But the COI was too important for me.
No, that's how they say it was very important. Significant, yeah. And all, but again, what have we done with the recommendations? What have we done with the outcome of the COI? Have we been able to track back? When some of the things they don't get, because a lot of people and they name them within a commission of inquiry, they may be supposed to give money or whatever. Some of those people are still there, they are still moving. They're not able to recover anything from the people there. So Chad is raising a very valid point here. I must commend them. In fact, they've been doing it. Checkmating the judiciary on side the way I feel like they don't go wrong and all. So I feel like it's a very good for call them to order. But again, I think it's high time we be serious with ourselves as a country. We cannot just be investing huge amounts of money on certain things and at the end of the day we know to get the job done. We need to forgo to get the final result. So it is really ridiculous. Kudos to them for the efforts they don't make. But again, are they really going to get the answer that they want? It's a question where I will left for pose unanswered for now.
Okay, away from that, we look at another story where gets for do it. Alhaji Musa Tarali, we don't call on President Bio for caution. First Lady say because of in conduct and as described in behavior as one way gets potential for undermine relationship between President Bio and a section of the public. Well, Musa Tarali, former Minister of Internal Affairs, make this known inside one viral video where he put out. Usai make several accusations against the First Lady. Say the First Lady, they in the habit of sending people for attack personalities them in and out of the SLPP and several other things then. But we could listen to a snippet of what he say, and when we come back, we discuss the issue.
I'll make a statement on an issue where you get a tendency for undermine peace and good relationship where Your Excellency get with the people of Australia, including my very self. They follow social media and a lot of people call me. They call me attention to messages and discussions where Samora, a blogger, they put on the social media and they talk to people about me, claiming that you work the First Lady buy house for her, it is support her, in a sense, not in the Senate for do things like this. And that even when it be done to others, they arrest them, now the First Lady say, make them remove them from the police and make them face justice. Your Excellency, I want to make you know, say, we all struggle for Australia. Work hard for make you achieve peace as how you did today, which you did lead. Your wife, you cross barriers. And if As Samora the claim, 90 behind her, I want to make you know, say, if you not the controller, then we go controller on the political space in the interest of the nation and the stability of the nation. You know, they go around with the ambience of power, the police, the army, they intimidate people, and they send vulnerable people for the insult people. I read in one of the texts, my brother tell me that Samora even insult me mama. This is unacceptable. And if you not control your wife, where now your responsibility, then in behavior will create problem between we, because I can't accept it. I don't see it done to the party chairman with impunity. I don't see a lot of things that happen with impunity. I want to make you know, say, me no go tolerate it. And the indiscipline where they happen in the SIPP not for happen under your leadership. Those where they call themselves bloggers must be controlled. You get the institutions, the print, the electronics media, when then they disseminate credible information. This blogger thing has to be monitored and controlled, or else if they just encourage blackmail and use them for political propaganda against opponents. Me no get time for this. I'm busy on my businesses, I'm busy with my plans and aspiration for that country. I respect you as president, but I want to make you warn your wife, advise her, and control her. She has no constitutional office in not just the first lady of Australia, now your wife. And because of that, we all the get respect. You not get a constitutional right for me. It thinks say it will use the ambience of power for intimidate people, or it will use the ambience of power for target whether it claims in an opponent. It's on.
Well, that's now Alhaji Musa Tarawali, and a renowned politician, but they call on President Bio for, call the First Lady to order because of several things the way it states inside that audio day. And it make mention of one key thing, which I say, if you fail for control UF, I quote directly from him, it say, if you fail for control UF, it say, when are your responsibility in behavior go create problem between we. Quoting directly from Alhaji Musa Tarawali. But quickly, make we listen to the First Lady, Dr. Fatima Bio, in response to Alhaji Musa Tarawali in audio.
I just want to address an issue where I see they go now social media where they trend with me name on it. I see Musa Tarawali, they accuse me of asking somebody for Kosam or Kosimama. And I feel say it is such a dishonest message where Musa Tarawali put out, because Musa Tarawali self no say the Samura Bobo where they talk about na Inyom Bobo, one of the main Bobo them Samura na to Musa Tarawali, it don't leave all this time. Anything way Samura they do under the instruction of Musa Tarawali. Everything we me no say Samura don't do na this country, good or bad, they do under the instruction of Musa Tarawali. Musa, you know that one day. And the only reason why me sabi Samura na because of you, and not through you na me sabi Samura. So I wonder why today you they put out a video, call me name, now associate me with Samura, and pull yourself inside like say one day sabi Samura na this warrior. Now you have Samura been there. Now you they feed Samura. Now you they instruct Samura for do all the things and what you do. But if Samura go na public, he go misbehave, we go accuse you, we go talk to Musa and say show me your friends, then we know who you are. Now for you can't accuse me this day or today. But you know full well say Samura and know him as any SLPP person within in this country. Now one of the young boys them where they grow up, and one of the people where they under your wings. If you and Samura don't fall out for any reason, now why you do use me? Why you do use my name? It just be unfair, because I just feel say when I take this as an habit, say every time you for come after a woman and they expect say I no go say nothing. I don't expect you from the day where I don't meet you, not to because I owe you anything, but I respect you because one, you're a big man, way big for me. Two, I sabi you through my husband. But for you can't sit on here without calling me where you gave me number, without asking me any question and accuse me for Samura in attitude when you the breather of Samura. If Samura get any good habit in this country today, na you Musa Tarawali, na you put them inside him. If Samura get any bad habits in this country today, na you Musa Tarawali, na you put them inside him. Na you os Samura binde, na you os ibinde live, na you food ide eat, na you they tell an usa for go, na you they tell an usa no for go. or because you know say na you dey do that one day or na you don dey do that one day with her up to this point, whatever reason wey don make una don fall out now, and you see Samura come na office to me once or twice, so now you don't believe say any way Samura go do you na me dey send am, because now that you dey tell me say wey Samura been there with you 110%, every bad way Samura do na this country, na you been the sender, na you been the tell Samura say he attack people then, na you been the tell Samura for the cost people then, because na under you wings been there, na you also been the lead. You dey come and can't make yourself like I say you're a saint, but you are not a saint, and it's not fair. I don't expect you from the day where I don't meet you to today. One day me and you two not get an exchange. One day me and you not get any negative exchange. I don't know why you waiting warrant this today. So many things then the way you don't do BM me back, I dey just look and normal ignore you, because I dey see and say you na big one, make I respect you. I know all side where I dey go, where I need for go, work, where you dey call the people them and tell them say make them not come out, let them not welcome me. And the same people the way they call me back and tell me say Musa Tarawali say Lord we not welcome you now return. You know, you don't try everything, you don't fail woefully. I don't know places them where I dey send His Excellency in t-shirts them for people and for wear them. You dey talk say make them not wear them. Mother be you in time done. You Musa Tarawali. And the same people and they call me, then they tell me this word then. Say now you they tell them then what then they. But I no can sit down and they accuse you. Because waiting people then they say, now waiting people then they say. And I still owe you that respect and continue for respect you. So for like you can't sit down at this social media today. They pretend they can for say you don't know who that na Samura. That one day na the most dishonest thing anybody can do. I'm not say yes right now. For some reason I just believe say na fear factor. Na in don't come. Na in don't they go na all money in camp. But this fear factor, yeah. I mean, my man, just do your homework. Do your homework. It's a shame because for you attack me, that is a shameful thing for me. Everything where I don't do politically in this country, Musa Tarawali, na me you to the door. We don't do one together. So what's waiting now? If it's something the way you want, me don't know if you want something, but if it's something the way you want, well, you know one day tell me. Now for tell me first, then let you know waiting go be me reaction, what I go tell you, what I go say to you. But no attack me, my man. I beg. Me you don't come off far. No attack me and no lie for me. If you get a problem or you want for use me name, use them for a positive thing. Not use me name for anything negative, especially where you know say and lie you the lie. Enough fear. You know, this not a political space with it. Where you can talk what you don't do for this country. And they will applaud you. So my brother, I say keep your eye on the ball. I beg you, keep your eye on the ball. I am not the ball.
Well, that's now the First Lady, Dr. Fatima Bio, in response to Alhaji Musa Tarawali in viral video saying that Fatima Bio, the First Lady, don't send people against them and call on President Bio for one First Lady or for call the First Lady to order. I will start with Alhaji on this particular issue.
Yeah, this is a very broad topic. I wish you for get the time for analyze and line by line the statement then, because they get huge allegations then all two-way talk. The only thing, Musa Tarawali in speech not limited to only this so-called Samura blogger we may not know about. But then the First Lady, if you listen in your discussion, all is around this Samura person. You know, one thing I can say without any hesitation now that waiting Musa Tarawali speak, waiting he talk, now a mind of majority of the SLPP supporters there. Okay. That I can say without any fear. Because me I just a regular Sierra Leonean.
In what aspect the will get for do the blogger or the will get for do it's the party?
Just like the party.
Okay.
And then calling the husband, His Excellency, for calling wife to order. I believe say me I just a regular Sierra Leonean waking mixed with every other Sierra Leonean. I know waiting the average SLPP supporters then can see. Okay. Of course, they're obsessed about sometimes the First Lady in actions, you know. So like Musa Tarawali coming out for make them kind of video, then make them kind of statement. Then I think that in just get the boldness, but a lot of other.
For say all of this at this moment.
Yeah, for say this at this moment, but plenty, majority of I can say majority of SLPP supporters they get similar things in mind, but because of one or two factors, they don't get the boldness, they don't can see them. Somebody go get job, you want protect them. Somebody go get just that kind of fear factor. But then Tarawali come out, maybe just because they don't get a kind of something where surround this so-called Samora, where maybe don't push her out of in comfort zone.
So you just decide for voice
maybe
everything
just
out.
Decide for voice everything, and then if you listen to Madam First Lady in reaction, wherein they say every other thing we don't do in the politics of Sierra Leone, now then two don't do them. I know actually, I wish I can get the opportunity.
Like you don't understand the context.
I don't understand the context because Fatima people then can celebrate them for one or two things that we don't do. Also, people don't condemn them for one or two things that we don't do. So I don't know.
So is it the negative or the positive
definitely,
aspect?
Definitely, that's a big question. We maybe both, because if somebody make their statement, then maybe both good or bad, and then two don't they do them. And then disappointingly, Musa Tarawali don't come, skip, he don't go. Yeah. But then I think they speak more to President Bio. This na call way maybe few or no SLPP supporter no get the boldness or go tell and say, Pa, call UF to order, please. Okay. But some of we will get the mind because of one reason or another. We know to politician then, we know to bootlickers then. I think the president need to do more in terms of we need to say me not to that kind of person we believe in suppressing women because somebody can say, oh, this not I believe in empowerment of women. Of course, me na girl picking that guy, not even get boy picking. So I respect two man them, but again for be that kind hyperactive sometimes, it's not good.
Okay.
And the first lady now somebody we making defining me quiet moment as an hyperactive somebody. Sometimes he can overdo things.
Okay, Reginald, on this particular issue.
It is very, very serious. I mean, I listen to Musa Tarawali and also listen to the First Lady. And I think Musa Tarawali was really bold enough for tell the president that he need for really caution in wife. And he also defined the role of the First Lady that he not hold any kind of constitutional office, not just a privilege. Last time we talk about the First Lady being a privileged position where it can be to any other person for as long as you man are the president. I mean, you enjoy that privilege or that opportunity. Now, this is not the first time, but I think internally, like what instantly they say, I know people within the SLPP go down the want for say this, but so many hands inside. Musa Tarawali now you go on for say they into governance at the moment.
They can move to other politics.
Yes, they say and say, I get the right for saying any other thing. Other person go say not so the first and the First Lady, for example, only get confrontation with.
You get people that the SLPP we know they in government, like not get any position at government, but they're not ever bold enough for come out and.
Now that's how they say. For example,
most of them can get that kind of anticipation. Say maybe president can
at any time. Somebody stand by. For example, Mario, you see the incident will happen between the First Lady and the former SG of the Sierra Leone People's Party, Umaru Napoleon. It's one case study. I'll tell you, if it was not in governance, then it couldn't go far than where he go. But it just be they go half no more. You know, like say this is just a church small. So it's very serious. The First Lady say always he don't do, and then two don't do. So I think say the First Lady don't open the room or don't open the margin for make we really dig deep and see. And I feel like say for me the reaction was too quick. When something like that is being said against you, I just think in my own candid opinion that you need for processor. But immediately, like ASAP, the First Lady they show you saying prepare at any other time, whatever I think. I think say not enough for me don't be the case. If I don't receive her first, look at the context of her and then you make video. But just coming to social media for response, it don't kind of dig more hole. And trust me, Marion, this is going to go far. This is just the start. Let's wait for see. Few days back, the First Lady slowly became somebody they say the First Lady is like a content creator where every day must give content and all. And at some point, the first lady don't be one point take you feel like the first lady don't go down small, them be active. And then just within one moment, boom, the first lady name begin come again. Day first study, it was a quotation. Yesterday, video. We never can tell within the next few days can come. So it's the first lady, she's very much unpredictable. And somebody will actually study. Nobody not able to know in next move. That is how powerful she has been so far. So let's see how this one go, and then we'll take her from that point.
Is that what we go describe as being powerful?
Well, at some point, yes. I mean, Marion, the fact that the move where the first lady they make, they tell you, say, these are not ordinary move. And for me, I feel like the first lady, they look at themselves like more than the first lady. They can hear the kind of things that we see they engage in. Because over the years, how you don't see other first lady, they don't conduct themselves and all. You look at this first lady now, with current first lady, she has been more involved, more than the whole way we know say first lady for perform. Now that make you look at all of them and you go and say, yes, is it true that the first lady
gets...
It's
strange to Sierra Leoneans.
Exactly, it's extremely strange. Now I make up to now Sierra Leonean and not all man, or people they look at and say, for accept, say yes. I mean, these are just normal function for first lady. A lot of people get different view. Is it that the first lady, the eye, he gets another ambition? These are questions they will run through people in mind. And but we'll see how far they go. Like I said, the road to 2028 is still long, and a lot of things then go unfold as time they go.
Yes. I think large portion of that question they go to President Bio, we in at the husband, and me and you know say the home, the husband and at the head. Yeah. And a lot of people that way in secret or in open way they talk about this, then just they can measure President Bio. Say please call your wife to order. So to me, I believe say the president self need for do much. Okay. It's not that for prevention for commoner public or for tightening up, but to get for regulating somehow. Okay. More so for the goodness of the party
Okay, more take calls now. We'll go first caller on the phone. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Marion.
Yes, your name outside the call from.
And I'm from Central.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is a warning to President Bio. President Bio, that old Mr. Tawali talk is correct. You need for put your wealth in order. Party might get a lot of local party members. Look, EMS applied any day. You're not correct. And politics, President Bio, this is directly to you. Politics don't get expect you. You don't get expect at all, bro. The game where they go through. They never look say first lady. The expectation don't begin to we see man begin to say, now you. No say something they come. So please, Mr. President, we expect. Okay. Talk to your flame, let pipe down. Then to this issue of McKinney, me brother, Mr. That surprise. 7 o'clock for go up na petrol station. 7 o'clock now the place bright. Because like longer they will get. 7 the place they say 7 o'clock they bright. Okay. So the government or police on need for we correct him that incident day.
Thank you.
I don't take a say with your call. So wrong. Thank you.
Yeah, Namtak. 079-994-993 and the number for call and make your contribution inside the show. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. Good morning.
Yeah, morning, Noah PC.
Yeah, Noah, go ahead.
The incident between the First Lady and Musa Tari is really unfortunate. I mean, them two belong to the same party. And for them was them to keep close now us. They all together contact number then. Therefore don't address the internally within themselves. And besides, I would advise the First Lady for making less use of the social media. Impression is strategic. So, for just to go on social media, they talk. I mean, the man at the president, people then go they doubt whether the man will get control over. And so she really has to be very careful at this point in time, So that is all I will say.
Thank you. 079994993 to pick more calls. But quickly, winning cash has never been this easier. Join Bomber Cash Out on Epic Radio today. Dial *799*2# Pick 1 to 10 tickets, enter your PIN, and wait for the draw. Win and get paid directly into your Orange Money or Afi Money wallet. Bumper Cash Out is a play, real cash, powered by Masslink SL. Not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Terms and conditions apply. We'll pick more calls inside the show. Good morning.
Good morning, Epic.
Yes, good morning. Your name outside the call from?
Lamin Samuel Koyaton.
Go ahead, Lamin.
Yeah. Do with the big the security forces with the in charge of gun business in this country. Let them see how best they will curtail this one. We don't start so. Do you have one for big? Because for you go meet somebody no more, then can't tell and you shoot them. You know, really easy. You know, for him family and people and really close to them. So do we talk to them? Let them make sure say they investigate not only Dande, but people and with the whole gun now. They for take them, whether they forget gun, whether forget rights, forget gun. Because the way the thing they go so right now, you know, easy, especially when they come close to election back, but good thing will get for happen. So do you want to try put them under control? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We'll pick a few more calls. 079 994 993. Hello, good morning.
Marius, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, I pay respect to Regina. Them two girls they will get. My brother now continue for speak the truth. Nothing like the truth. I pay respect to an answer. An answer now one Sierra Leone is in. So what would they support them party? I have a treat. But some man the way they support to answer, I let them wrong. So God the first lady now Mama will not deny. Well, Regina, let me ask you, now what they not believe. This is the first lady in Republic of Sierra Leone. But the way Mama said, we not talking about one program. People then they press them. Mama get power. I said no, not so in get power. Now the president. Now president the umbrella they use. And they say, we now the Quran they say woman for the underman. We are excellency. Control this family small. For the respect of the party. Hey, what you must have only talk to now get the bold mind. But now I would not hear the Regina, that would not be hypocrite. This family, I don't get a with bigger authority than the party.
Okay,
not
thank
so.
you. Thank you.
All right.
We'll take 3 more calls and wrap up the show. 079 994 993. Hello, your name outside the call from? Hello?
Yeah, good morning. This is Abakar from Florida.
Abakar, go ahead.
Like I did tell you, I think this at the time this way everything on food. Because if you check the cancer threat and confusion within the SMPT, it pass all. No that I know they give it. Because the only thing we hold in the governance, only governance na in the whole day. If we not in the governance, we are able to settle issues. So it's all a good day now. Okay, let the first lady, it will be the best advisor to His Excellency the President. And one of the best advisor we can make the president succeed. Now they secure in wealth. Now they secure everything about the president. But watch the first lady. The first lady, they go rampant all sides like say at the president. So this one a big problem to the country. Thank you.
2 more calls, 079 994 993. We'll take 2 more calls and wrap up the show this morning. We remind you before we end the show, we get one more draw for do under the Bomber Cash Out. Usai one person go with 500 loons. Good morning.
Good morning, this study Lion.
Yes, go ahead.
You know, Pale Allah help me. You know, to me, I'm looking for the first lady. Happy for you know, Nasukuma for a man. And people let it not recall. If the SLPP in power right now, after God, that woman, because of them, nobody know inside SLPP, not them up, even double feet for parsley. That woman, they bien motoka on top, bien tire. That's a woman, they will make me. Well, see, God, this is how that woman they perform. We'll make a vote for SLPP for sake of that woman. The way we see the first time where they come. And that woman, you know, the people that work with a man, so that woman not happy with them. So now they want power. Instead they show they say, look how people in the suffer in this country right now. Okay. You know, that woman with passion, and the pressure Allah said. Now when I declare for say, he want to be president because of the all. Now the only woman that they will get my all SMPP Monday. Now the only woman that they will get DPS people.
Thank you.
Inside Mox we may ever see. Inside Mox.
Okay.
Now Mox no may ever see. Now Mox may ever with them.
Thank you. One more call 079-994-993. Just one more call and we wrap up the show this morning. Hello, your name also the call from. You know, they listen to the show, then you have for call back and hear your voice. Hello, your name outside the call.
Good morning, Marion.
Yes, good morning.
What all kinds of this security
your
issue?
Name outside the call from.
Father Lambert from Gravity.
Yes, go ahead.
All kinds of this security issue. We need say the security them. If necessary, if we're not concerned into gun business, let them put gun at their hand. Look what.
We lost Father Lambert, but we're not going to pick any more calls inside the show. With the wrap up, Alaji, you don't listen to the various callers. Them. Wouldn't I final message as a way of wrapping up?
Yeah, I think at the beginning we said we end in regards to the first lady. I know quite unfortunately, maybe a lot of people that way they listen when supporter of the first lady. We call us, then they call, they tell, they say just wait till we don't say now that President Bill need for calling with to other, waiting then get for say, that one then APC man that's a common, that are the norms, the norm landing in Sierra Leone, where you tell somebody to, call you, they tell you say you're a member of other political party, but that's not the case. I think a lot of people already do. I'm very honest with that. I think President Bill need for do something around the first lady for call them to order. Okay. And then just like Abi say, that security issue, the timing is something where they raise a red flag. Then get for looking into that timing for saying a robbery. I think the police need for do the investigation more. We trust them and we hope say they will do the best for the public. Okay,
thank you so much, Reginald.
Yes, thank you so much. Thanks to the callers as well. I think a lot have been said from the callers and all, and I collect the divergent views where they're all king in the program. I mean, it tells you that themselves they involve in governance and also. Well, like I tell you, a lot they get for really unfold on this matter. I don't want to be hasty for draw my own conclusion now because just like how the first lady don't open the bracket, I'm sure let's see whether Musa Tarawali is going to respond again, and then from that turning now they respond plus respond more and more things then go unfold, and then we'll come and analyze the one in the. Okay. With these few words, I want to tell you thank you, Marion, and thanks to the listeners of the program.
Thank you so much, Reginald, Brian Ojukutu Soya, Alaji Auna, Sani, news editor, Concord Times newspaper. Thank you for joining the show this morning. We'll go for a very short break. We'll come back. We final draw inside the Epic Morning Show, the Bomba Cash Out draw. But for the few minutes where you get, continue for dial *799*2# and buy tickets through either Orange or AfriMoney. A stand a chance for win the 500 leons. Stay tuned.
You don't ready for win big money every single day? Epic Radio they make them happen with Bomba Cash Out. For just 10 leons no more, you can enter the draw and win 5 money straight inside your phone. No stress, no waste time. And that's so you go take joy. Dial *799*2# and choose how much tickets you want. From 1 to 10. Enter your Orange Money or AfriMoney pin. And boom, now you that. You don't enter the draw. The more tickets you buy, the higher chance you get for win. And the best part is that if they pick your number, the money will go straight inside your Orange Money or AfriMoney wallet. You don't even need for Canada station. So, what's you they wait for? Dial *799*2# now and continue for listening to Epic Radio. If you know one of the lucky daily winners then. For more information, call the support center on this number so 032-300-033. Bomba Cash Out, money they flow. Powered by Masslink Limited. This not a purpose to whether under 18 so play responsibly. Terms and conditions apply.
Cash Out, money the flow, and I get day inside the studio with
Big Zaddy.
Yeah. But
anyway,
this money, it's like not tell what's in the menu.
Yes, say some days then can be like it's all about exciting the people. You understand? It's not all about all time.
The people they fast.
Yes, and you know, say IFIB, you know, say we just start the year, so you know, plenty day on the 40 days, you know, 25 days and 12 days, 15 days fasting. So, but we still give them the breakfast in a different way. I think the best way for give them now for just saying inside the phone there.
Absolutely.
So, Fambule, we want to go for we find out this morning here on the Epic Morning Show, and of course, I believe say by now you for the use the code *799*2# both on Afri and Orange Money, and make sure say if na Afri Money, of course, as soon as you're done with the *799*2# and the tickets where you want for play, put them there. If na 3, if na 4, if na 5, put the number of tickets, and Afri Money go ask you for your password. For Orange, you need to come back and press *144# so you go enter the draw. It is what it is. So I think Marion is about for giveaway final draw this morning. Let me see who that will get. The breakfast here.
And here we go.
Yeah. So let's see.
Yes, we get we winner on the screen, the number shown at the screen, and an official number.
And well, I tell you, say Afri Money, you tell them don't tawa. You know, the one don't take all Tina Orange Money and. But it is what it is. Keep playing. Always they use the *799*2#, and please, not forget for put the number of tickets where you want for play. For you where they reach Orange Money, always know say you need for come back for press *144# so you go enter your password. You know say you not go able to do a transaction without you don't put your password. You must get to put your password, so always remember that one day. So *799*2# *799*2# and put the number of tickets and press call. So we have a winner, and we want to see if the number they on. And mind you, we get a first winner this morning.
Yeah.
Yes, we call him, but be the close to him phone. All right, I think we winner in phone is the ring. This is the Afri Money. Afri Money.
Yes. Use your Afri Money. Make your Afri Money know where they can at the phone, so you cash out back. So use some of that money there and buy tickets.
Just tell you.
Multiply the money within at the phone.
Sure.
It's necessary. So they found the ring right now for the second winner of the Bomber Cash Out 500 units this morning. Hopefully, we go talk to him for know how we feel about winning the money, and if you don't get the money on your phone at the moment, and perhaps how many tickets you buy so far.
Wow. I think we win an ticket. We go get one more chance.
Yes,
one more chance.
Make you just redial
yes,
the number
one more chance.
If you go able for
yes, if you dare close. But I'm not forget say if you miss out on this draw, join me at 4 on the drive time again. You know, I'll go day back in the kitchen, yeah. You know, for make sure say we give somebody.
So imagine Big Daddy, if in the case we are in, we call you, pick, we choose another winner. And so some man they lost in 500 million. So
just like that.
So it's better way Masslink decide.
Just change the narrative, say whether or not for as long as your number has been choosing, then
you get your money now your phone.
Now
because
you get
know that
you get
like the 2 winner this morning, perhaps don't lost this morning. Another
I tell you, I
so,
think the reason why we call
this is the beauty about the Bomber Cash Out.
Sure. We they call because we just want for let Fambula out there no say. People they receive the money, so let them self be the one for testify about the money.
Absolutely.
But anyway, Fambula, I think we're able to get second winner this morning. Well, no matter how it be, we don't try, but if chance they then we go able to call them back on the drive time show.
Yeah.
So if you miss out on this one this morning, don't forget, keep playing, keep using the code *799*2#, and who knows, you might be the lucky winner on the drive time show.
Thank you so much, and thanks to everybody who make the show possible this morning. DJ Wonder give you technical support inside the studio, and Abubakar Bendu, so easy say make una so live on Facebook. The producers of the show na Fatma Talebi and Reginald Brian Ojuku Tusoya, and executive producer Teresa Thomas. Until tomorrow, we will go join you again with another edition of the Epic Morning Show. Marion Precious George say, have a splendid day and tata.